graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you all doing? What is good, everybody? How are ya? Alrighty. Thank you all so much for being here. Alright, Eagles taking on the 2-6 Jacksonville Jaguars. Should be a good matchup between the both of these teams. For some reason, there we go. That looks better. Okay. I like this better. This looks pretty good. Is that all it shows? Okay, I think it is. Alright, hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Forgot about my hat. Where's my hat at? I forgot the hat. There it is. There we go. Alright. We are up and running. All right, so we are just about 2 minutes into this first quarter so far. 2nd and 6 for the Birds as they have it at their own 44-yard line. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley over towards the near side, who runs for about 4 yards, and he gets taken down by Olakon. All right, so let's get into this lineup today for the Philadelphia Eagles on offense. So, on the line, at left tackle, it's Fred Johnson, and it's Landon Dickerson over at left guard. Cam Jurgens is over at center. Mekhi Becton is the right guard, and Lane Johnson is the right tackle. And then, at running back, it'll be Saquon Barkley. The wide receivers are A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jahan Dotson. And it's Grant Calcaterra at the starting tight end. Here's Kenneth Gainwell, who runs up the middle, but just gets a yard. There's Eric Armstead, who played for the San Francisco 49ers and is now on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It'll be a 4th and 1 at the Philadelphia 49. I think Sirianni's going to go for it. As does not look like that there's a change in the special teams. And the Eagles are going to go for it here on 4th down. They're in their Kelly green uniforms. Tush push incoming. Hurts lines them up. And 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts communicating with his offensive lineman over towards the left end, over towards the right side. Smith was in motion as well. They pick up, I believe, a first down. Or let's see. Nope, there's a flag called, so it's going to be a false start. They're going to call a penalty on Jack Stoll for a false start there. Hurts did not even move the ball, and it was a very late flag that was thrown. So they're going to go back out, and the special teams unit will come up. So 6 plays, 14 yards in a matter of just 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And we are underway here in this first quarter. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hopefully you guys got to tune in to my play-by-play calls for Villanova, so that was really cool. Punt is up. It's high. It's deep. It's going to be caught right at the 14-yard line. The ball's fumbled, and the Eagles will recover it right at the 17, right inside the 10-yard line, and the Eagles will take over. Who recovered the fumble? It was number 22, and that's Kelly Ringo. And the Eagles will have a 1st and 10 right inside their own 10-yard line. Can't believe that. It was literally fumbled as soon as the punt returner caught it. And he was taken down already immediately. The guy that caused the fumble was number 21 for the Eagles. And that was a really big play there on special teams by Philadelphia. Wow, what a play. What a play indeed. So that was Laken Valicali who caused the fumble there. Recovered by Kelly Ringo. It's going to be marked at the Jackson 20-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 for the Birds. Hurts will line them up again. He gets set. He kicks. He fires. It's caught inside the 20 and then marked out right a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. It was to Ben Van Sumeren for no gain. Wow, that's one way for the Eagles to get the ball back. Ronald Darby, who played for the Eagles at once upon a time, was there to make the tackle. So it's 2nd and 10. Philadelphia, again, as we mentioned, 5-2 on a 3-game winning streak. And are looking to extend it to 4 games in a row. Tramwell was there to catch it over on the punt return, and then he fumbled the football. Hurts gets set, kicks, fires, and it's caught by Saquon Barkley down the right sideline into the end zone for a touchdown. It's 6-0 Philadelphia, and just because of special teams, they're able to get rolling, and that puts them up 6-0. A 20-yard pass to Saquon Barkley, and the Eagles are in the end zone. Saquon with a nice catch over the shoulders, and the Eagles are able to get on the board early. Extra point coming on up. So Barkley catches a 20-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts. Elliott coming on in for the extra point. And here we go. All right, ball spotted, kick is up, and it goes right through. It's good. So 7-0 Birds as they start off the game. Let's go, baby.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, baby. What's up, everybody? What is up? Mike Sports 5, what's good, my guy? E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. My voice is not really feeling the best today. But I hope y'all are doing well. All right, where is it? Whoops, sorry, I did not mean to do that again. Mario, what's going on, man? How you doing? What is good? Touchdown for Saquon. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? By the way, brother, I'm not going to lie with you on the Sixers. I will tune in while I'm working because I love your calls, but Embiid and the whole philosophy need to go. Fly, Eagles, fly. This is Mr. Man, Korea God. Now you're good, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. I really do. For those of you that got to tune in this weekend to Villanova ice hockey, thank you all so much. I'll be back on the call on Friday. Had a really cool time yesterday doing my first play-by-play call with them, so that was really awesome. Rival Sports Media, again, is the site. In case you guys don't know where we are live streaming on, we do live stream on YouTube. So it's called Rival Sports Media. I'm going to post the link down below if you guys want to tune into my future calls that I do for Villanova ice hockey. That's what we do. It's me and this other guy. His name is Tom Hill. He does an awesome job. And he's absolutely incredible. So where is my thingy? Where is it? There it is. I don't know why it's over there. There it is. Okay, so here is the link. I'm posting it right now. These are all the streams. Go subscribe to them. They're called Rival Sports Media. That's where I do my Villanova ice hockey play-by-play. And we do it at Hatfield Ice Arena. That's where we are. Hopefully y'all are doing well. What's going on? Hey, JJ. I got the first Villanova game, but I missed the second one. Good stuff, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I did color commentary for the first one, and I did play-by-play for the second one. I can't rock with this slot, man. I get it. Yeah, dude, for sure. For sure, I get it, too. 7-0 Birds as they start things off with a bang. And by the way, JJ, must be good juju in the first quarter on the first quarter, first forever. Yes, you're right. That's the first time that they've scored in the first quarter. That's funny that you mentioned that. All right, here we go. All right, the kick is high, it's off, and it is deep, and it goes towards the back of the end zone. Here comes Trevor Lawrence, who has done a little bit better throughout weeks 5 through weeks 8, but has still been really struggling. Last week against the Packers, he completed 65.5% of his passes. And let's see how he does today against Philadelphia and how he does against those Birds. All right, so Jaguars in their white and black uniforms as they go from right to left. Lawrence under center. Tight end in motion. Lawrence makes the handoff, fake action pass. He throws it, fires it, and it is incomplete. Intended to go to Evan Engram, and Zach Bond there to break things up. We'll go over the out-of-town scores in just a little bit. But 2nd and 10 as Jacksonville starts at their own 30-yard line. Game got started at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. 10:17 left to go here in the first quarter. 12 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence has a receiver in motion, hands it off, though, to Travis Etienne, who gets about 2 yards and runs up the middle, but he's met by a couple of defensive linemen for the Birds. That was Zach Bond, who's there to stop him. Walker Little is going to be the left tackle today for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then you got Cooper Hodges over at left guard. And then it'll be Mitch Morse playing over at center. Brandon Sheriff over at right guard. The right tackle is Antoine Harrison. Travis Etienne's the running back. Parker Washington, Brian Thomas Jr., and Evan Engram are the wide receiver. Parker Washington and Brian Thomas Jr. are the wide receivers. Then you have Evan Engram and Luke Farrell over at the tight end positions. Trevor Lawrence will make a pass over to Washington, and he gets about 11 yards. Quinyon Mitchell there to stop him, but it's past the sticks, and it gives Jacksonville an advantage over at their own 44-yard line, and there's a first down for the Jags. 7-0 Eagles, thanks to a 20-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles were actually able to get the ball back thanks to the special teams who caused a fumble. And they were able to recover it at the Jackson 20-yard line. Here comes Lawrence, who will give a little short pass to Travis Etienne, who gets 3 yards, and Zach Bond on the inside, again able to make another tackle. Eagles on the defensive side, their lineup will look just like this. It'll be Bryce Huff coming off the edge. Then you have, one second. You have Bryce Huff coming off the edge. And then it is Jordan Davis over at defensive tackle, along with Jalen Carter and Josh Sweat coming off the other edge as well. Nakobe Dean and Zach Bond are the linebackers. And then the cornerbacks are Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. The safeties are C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Reed Blankenship. You also have Isaiah Rodgers out there playing for Darius Slay as the third cornerback. 2nd down. Bigsby's going to run up this time and get over towards the 50-yard line. Then he gets towards midfield and gets 3 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up. 5 plays and just about 20 yards on this drive for the Jaguars. They were 1 for 9 on 3rd down last week against the Packers. Can the Eagles get a stop here? 3 seconds left on the play clock. Number 86 in motion. Lawrence gets the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and down he goes. Right back at the 43-yard line. Nice stop by Josh Sweat. It's a loss of 7 yards and a fourth down at the Jacksonville 43. Josh Sweat able to get to Trevor Lawrence and break free. He was a free bird, like Leonard Skinnard. And it'll be 4th and 11 at the Jacksonville 43-yard line with 7.5 minutes left to go. Clock winding down, though. And it will go all the way to the 6:50 marker. Cooper DeJean will be returning it for the Eagles. And you have Cook on the punt it for the Jags. Here comes the punt. The snap is up. It's high. It's deep. It's going to bounce over towards the 12 and then bounce into the end zone. It goes out of bounds, and the Eagles will have to set things up at their own 11-yard line. So that was a good punt there made by Cook. It's a 46-yard punt. Bounced out of bounds right at the 11. That's where the Eagles will take over when they return to action in just a little bit. Okay. Ugh, man. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. For those of you that did get to tune in yesterday and on Friday to Villanova Ice Hockey, for those of you all who supported me, I really, really do appreciate it. If you guys had no idea that I call Villanova Ice Hockey, this is the link to where we post our live streams down below. It's called Rival Sports Media. They're a premier media company who focuses on photography, video production, and other types of really big events throughout the South Jersey and the Philadelphia area. So, yeah, that was really cool. All right, what is up? What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for being here. If you guys want to become members, you're more than welcome to come sign up for a membership. It is $2.99 a month, man. I did not get a chance to get to making my emojis for the Eagles. I will have to start doing that. And I got to make my Sixers emojis too. But I will certainly do that. But yeah, what are your final score predictions? Make sure you comment down below. Eagles lead at 7-0 thanks to a 20-yard touchdown pass to Saquon Barkley. And that's how the Eagles were able to get on the board. So if you're wondering why we didn't do the Sixers game last night, that's why. I also will not be able to do the Sixers game on Friday night because I'm doing another Villanova ice hockey game. So, but I'm excited about that and get some really cool opportunities. We'll be back on tomorrow night, though. They're on their West Coast road trip, so we'll be doing the Sixers tomorrow and on Wednesday as well. And then we're back at it for the Birds on Sunday. So another sort of a light week for us, which is cool, and I need those. Especially with these weird times that the Sixers are going to be playing because they're on the West Coast. So, it's all for good. How is everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing today? Maxie at his best was like AI on a bad night. I do love Maxie. He's a real baller. I mean, like, dude, the kid's 22, 23 years old. Like, let's not... I mean, I did say that Tyrese Maxey has been playing really, really good offense, and it's Iverson-esque just from his offensive game. But, like, I'm not saying that he's Allen Iverson. Like, I'm not there to put that type of pressure on the 23-year-old kid. You know, let him breathe. He's his own person. All right, here we go. So 1st and 10 for the Birds. Again, they set up at their own 11-yard line. Barkley runs up the middle, gets 2 yards. Cisco there to tackle him, and it's a 2nd and 8 at the Philadelphia 13. 6 minutes left to go, and Hurts is going to go into the huddle as he backs up now just a little bit. Get into formation. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2nd and 7. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He has time. A blocker's coming, and he goes down. He was tackled from behind and sacked for a loss of 9 yards by Josh Hines Allen. And it'll be 3rd and long coming on up. Fred Johnson tried to stop him from coming over to him and did a good job of distracting him for a little bit. But then finally, after about the third second, I want to say, Allen was like, I've had enough, and was able to break free. So Philadelphia at their own 9-yard line. 3rd and 12 coming up. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking, and we have a flag called, and there'll be a false start called on Saquon Barkley. That's going to send them back another 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 16. And they'll have to go back to their own 5-yard line. Right on the dots. What are your final score predictions? Comment down below. What's up, Jamie? How you doing, man? Yo, JJ back at it. Great to see you for the game. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. No, I understand what you're saying. I get it. 3rd and 16. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking. He finds Calcaterra. Catches it right at the 10. Takes it back to the 11 over towards the far side. But he gets met by Jones. And he takes him down, and it'll be a 4th and 10 for Philadelphia. So it's a 3 and out, if you will. It was a good pass, though, from Hurts. Just was able to find Calcaterra, but couldn't really get too much after that. 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. Man's punt is high, and it is deep. It's going to be caught at the 35-yard line in Jaguars territory. They'll take it all the way towards the 40 to the 41. And Trammell gets 6 yards. Will Shipley there to tackle him. And a timeout call with 4:06 left to go in the first quarter. And that's where the Jaguars will set things up at their own 41-yard line. All right. Boy. Wow. It feels weird being back on stream. I feel like I'm out of practice. I do. It feels really weird. Yeah. It's a little bit odd not to be able to stream for like 4 days. It's strange. All right, let's take a look at some out-of-town scores. We'll do that right now. Where is our scoreboard? There it is. There's our little scoreboard here. So the Dolphins, they lost 30-27 to the Buffalo Bills. We also had the Jets beat Houston on Thursday. That was a score of 21-13. The Baltimore Ravens crushed the Denver Broncos 41-10. That was in Baltimore. The Chargers were able to win in Cleveland by a score of 27-10 against the Browns. The Carolina Panthers won at home against the New Orleans Saints by a score of 23-22. The Bengals beat the Raiders by 17 points and put up 41 after losing to the Eagles last week. And the Washington Commanders, they won by 5 in MetLife against the Giants. The final score was 27-22. And the Dallas Cowboys lost 27-21 was the final score against Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. The Titans, with Will Levis, able to notch a win in overtime against the visitors, who were the New England Patriots. 20-17 was the final in Tennessee. And those are all the final scores for the NFL as far as today goes. All right. If you have not done so already, make sure you guys like, make sure you subscribe as well. And that way you'll know when I go live. Hey, JJ, when are you going to post that instant classic 5 collapse comeback? Yeah, I haven't had time. I've been really busy this week. I've had a crazy week. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do that and get back into being back home and that type of a thing. So, all right, Lawrence, we'll flip it back over to Travis Etienne. He pitches it, and Etienne is going to get 5 yards. Zach Bond there to make his 4th tackle today. I mean, just unbelievable. It's a 5-yard gain, though, for Travis Etienne, who has 8 yards on 2 carries. Ugh. Man. Eagles are 5-2. They've won their last 3 games. Jaguars are 2-6. They currently have the football at their own 46-yard line. Low snap, and the throw is up the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Engram was the intended receiver, and Nakobe Dean was all over him. And did a good job of just swatting the football away from him. Could have been a caught that was at the just at midfield. So 3rd and 5. And Eagles fans on their feet. The defense is 20th, ranked 20th on 3rd down stoppages. Etienne in motion, and now lines up right next to Trevor Lawrence. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He fires it up the middle. Incomplete again. Evan Engram was the target, and just not able to make the wide open catch. Eagles did have some coverage on him, but Lawrence able to make a nice throw, but Engram just dropped it. And it was right in front of a couple of cornerbacks. So 4th and 5 at the Jacksonville 46-yard line, and it'll be a 3-and-out for them. And Doug Peterson now talking things over with Trevor Lawrence. Cook on the punt it. Last time that he punted it, he got it over towards the 11. All right. Here comes Cooper DeJean as the punt is high and deep, and DeJean will make the fair catch at the Philadelphia 7. That's where Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will set things up when we return to action after this timeout. Oh yeah, I read that one. I meant that as a compliment to Maxie. I think Maxie's great. Was just saying how that's how insane AI was. No, I totally understand. I understand like what you're saying. I'm just saying that I think that other people. It wasn't directly to you too. I apologize if it came off that way. I think that when I made a video earlier this year about comparing Tyrese Maxey to Allen Iverson, I was more so doing the thing that you were doing, but other people were saying Tyrese Maxey is not Allen Iverson. Like, he will never be Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was a once-in-a-lifetime type of a person and played really, really great defense. But I'm just giving the guy a compliment, and I'm just saying that with the way that he has been able to explode offensively, you know, the sky's the limit for this kid. It really is. I mean, he has incredible skills. But it wasn't to, you know, critique Allen Iverson at all. It wasn't to say that he was awful, but, you know, I'm not saying that Tyrese is Allen Iverson. That's essentially what I'm saying. I think a low stress-free 27-10 win is plausible, says Lou, even though I put the last couple of words in his mouth. Yeah, 27-10 sounds good. I'll go with I'll go with 31-14. 31-14. That's what I'm going to go with. What are your final score predictions? Comment down below. 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals for us. And they get a late touchdown and a field goal somewhere. It's cool. So next week in Dallas or here? It's in Dallas. And then we have to play the Commanders. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. I'm trying not to get like too invested into chat today. You know. If you are new to the channel, though, I will say make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. That's for sure. Where are the tissues? I should always make sure that I have tissues on me. No, I'm not crying. I just have an itchy nose. 11 offensive plays so far for the Birds as they start things off at their own 7-yard line. So 1st and 10 for them. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, hands it off to Saquon Barkley. Does a little spin move up the middle, gets to the 10, all the way towards the 14-yard line as he spins again. And Olakon there to take him down along with Eric Armstead, who got a hand on it as well. That was good enough for 7 yards, and there'll be a 2nd and 3. Hurts under center. Hands it off again to Barkley. Barkley thought about going up the middle, but then lunged over towards his right side and then ran it for another yard. And they're going to say Armstead is the one that made the tackle, and it'll be a 3rd and 3. They said they got back up to the line. All right, 3rd and 3. With 2:10 left to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Philadelphia. Let's see what Kellen Moore can draw up here for Jalen Hurts. A beautiful scoreboard out there. Brown in motion as he goes from left to right. Now he's lined up over towards the right side. And Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it up the middle. It's caught by AJ right at the 30, and he takes it for an extra 4 yards after the catch towards the far sideline, met by Cisco. A 20-yard gain for AJ Brown and the Eagles offense. And that'll mark him down at the 34-yard line. So AJ Brown able to get involved and get a 20-yard pass. Hurts also had a 20-yard pass to Saquon Barkley. He'll fake the handoff to Barkley, and he'll roll it over to Grant Calcaterra, who will catch it and gets an extra 7 yards, marked down at the 41. So 2nd down and 3 yards. And a nice little play there by Hurts. We have a minute left to go in the first quarter. Calcaterra, 12 receptions this season and 186 receiving yards for him. Eagles are 2 for 4 today on 3rd down. And this time they'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who lunges up the middle, takes it all the way past the sticks and into the secondary. It's an 11-yard gain for Saquon Barkley, who was able to bulldoze his way right up the middle. Darnell Savage made the tackle, and it's a 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. As Hurts will fake the handoff to Barkley. He'll run it over towards the right side, gets past the line of scrimmage, and takes it for 6 yards or so, and runs out of bounds. 2nd and 4, 20 seconds left to go. Clock ticking down, 19, 18, 17, and so on and so forth. And I think that's going to do it. As Hurts looks at Sirianni, and Sirianni says, come back over here. So 7-0 is the score after 1 quarter. And we go into quarter number 2. The Eagles lead it by that score. And they have a 2nd and 4 at the Jacksonville 42 when we return. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well, folks. Saints are cooked. Thank God. So glad you're on, JJ. CBS screwed me saying they would be on all week, says Jane. 34-17 birds, Jane says. What's up, Jane? How you doing? How are you doing? Ugh. I'm a little bit stuffy. I apologize about that. So, I forgot to turn on social media. That would probably help a little bit. I wanted to. I don't usually like to do this, but I do want to say, I have a policy on here, guys. Like no politics in the chat. I know that we have the election coming up this week, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I know that we're gonna get people, trolls, whatever, that have certain things to say, but let's try to keep politics out of the chat on here. That's all I just wanted to say. I don't really like making that announcement, but usually every year I kind of have to do that because, well, not every year, but, usually around this time usually comes up. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Just mention that. Yeah, social media. I got a little bit sidetracked for a second. I wonder. No, I don't think I have it. Okay. We just turned on our notifications. I actually watched an interview with Ian Rappaport. He reports he's an NFL insider, and thought it was interesting about some of the things that he had to say about working in the field and just about what it takes to be at the top of the game, you know. And you think about Shams and Woj and all those things. It's just interesting. I got a little bit sidetracked. I apologize. How do we get here, JJ? Eagles lead 7-0. Saquon Barkley had a 20-yard touchdown reception from Jalen Hurts. After the Eagles, they actually had the ball first, and then as they went to punt the football, they were able to cause a fumble, and they took over at the 20-yard line in Jacksonville territory, and then Jalen Hurts was able to make a 20-yard pass. Hurts today 6 for 7 in the passing game, 57 passing yards, 1 touchdown pass as well. Eagles now going from right to left. Hurts lines him up. He'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who escapes 1 tackle, but then gets met right before the line of scrimmage. And it's a loss of 2 as Walker there to meet him and take him down at the Jacksonville 44-yard line. We mentioned this before, but we'll say it again. The Dallas Cowboys did lose today to the Atlanta Falcons. And Kirk Cousins able to outduel Dak Prescott, even though Prescott did have to leave the game in the fourth quarter with an injury. 3rd and 6, as we are about less than a minute underway, 40 seconds to be exact. Calcaterra over towards the right side. Hurts will get the high snap. He's looking over towards his right, now looks over towards his left. Finds Saquon Barkley, gets past one defender, spins past another one, gets past the sticks. And it's a 13-yard gain for Saquon Barkley. Boy, that was sort of like a maze that he had to run. There was one defender that was coming on him. He escaped that tackle somehow, some way, and fooled him. And then he gets past another defender as he spun and juked and was able to muster up 14 yards on that play. And a 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 30-yard line. So that's good enough for an Eagles first down. Hurts again in the gun, gets the snap, hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell escapes 1 tackle up the middle, but just gets past the line. They'll mark him down after about 1.5 yards. And Lacey able to make the tackle. All right, why is this? Oh, that's why. 6 rushes, 3 passes, and 65 yards on this drive. 2nd and 8. We're 2 minutes into the second quarter. 7-0 Philadelphia. 3 receivers lined up over towards the right side. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking over towards his left. Finds Kenneth Gainwell, who slips up after the line of scrimmage and then gets tackled. So it's just 1 yard. Olakon able to get the stop. 3rd and 7. That'll be at the Jacksonville 27-yard line. That is Foyesade Olakon, who's 29 years old, was drafted by the Falcons back in 2018. 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 230 pounds. He has 17 solo tackles this season, just 1 sack. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming. He climbs the pocket, takes it to the 30, all the way towards the 25, and he's marked down right at the 20-yard line up the middle, and he'll move the chains again. The pocket was collapsing. The offensive line could only do so much, and Jalen Hurts in the Kelly Green uniform able to dive up the middle after getting about 5 yards, and then he dove forward and got past the sticks. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 20-yard line. That is Jalen's first run today. Actually, that's his 2nd run. Hurts will hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who gets tripped up right at the 17, and he gets just 3 yards on that carry. 34 rushing yards on 9 carries today by Saquon Barkley. The drive still continues. 12 plays, 75 total yards, and the Eagles are chewing the clock. It's what you want. All right. That's why the Jaguars are down so bad, man. The sun's finally out. We've had 2 inches of rain since Game 5. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. All right. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. Steps up. He's going to run it. He takes it all the way towards the 20 and gets tripped up right at the 17. They'll mark him down at the 16-yard line. An ankle tackle by Ledbetter. So Ledbetter able to get Jalen Hurts to go down. That's Jeremiah Ledbetter. He's now 30 years old. Started off his career with Detroit. Won a championship, though, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then was out of the league since 2020 and then came back to the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2023. Hurts lines him up. He'll get the snap. He has time. He'll roll over towards the right side. He has to make a decision, and finally he just goes down. He had plenty of time to throw it away, and the blitz was coming, and they take him down for a loss of 9 yards. It'll be 4th and 15, and Hurts got a little bit banged up there, but he's going to come on off, and it looks like Elliott is going to go out there for the field goal. A.J. Brown had to step on his man. Looked like he was open for a second. Just not able to get there. And Calcaterra was covered. So here comes Elliott. Longest field goal he's had this season was for 49. This one's for 43. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-0 Eagles. And a timeout at the 9:20 marker. So they get 3 points on 15 plays in a matter of 9 minutes and get 68 total yards. Eagles lead at 10-0 against the Jags, as they'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we got a spammer on here. Did we get rid of the spammer? I hope so. I hope we got rid of the spammer. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in to Villanova Ice Hockey. I'll be back on the call on Friday. That means I will not be doing the Sixers game. If you guys did not know that I do call Villanova Ice Hockey, I'm going to post the link down below so that way you know when we go live. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell icons. I really want to see a lot of you on there the next time that we stream, so that way we can get more people to follow us. That would be really, really freaking awesome. Dallas lost already, so if we win, it's a good day, says Lou. For sure, man. What's up, Larry? How you doing? So as a Philly subscriber, I don't have to just like. That's right. What's up? What is up? KJB's here. What's good, man? KGB. Again, I apologize. I'm a little bit delayed today with the chat. I'm trying not to focus too much on chat today. I need an escape from politics. I feel you, man. JJR Sixers might be cut. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about them, man. I mean, like whatever happens. I want to escape from the Sixers. I'm not trying to diss them or anything. I'm trying to focus on something that's positive now, and the Eagles have been a positive. They have. Whether you like it or not, they've won their last 3 games, and that has been a positive. So, is Jane here? It's her birthday today. That is correct. Yes, I know it's her birthday today, and I was going to do something a little bit special later, but, yeah, hopefully she'll stay on for the 4th quarter. The only game that matters this season is going to be the game this week against the Commanders. I know that some people still call them that, but I'm not going to get into it. But yes, against Washington. I know what you're saying. Dak got his feelings hurt. He did a reverse hurdle. Wow. Yes. I had to get out of everything. ABD come back in because the video kept being blurry. Oh. We have Santa Claus in the building. That's really cool. Shout out to Santa Claus. Oh, man, I did not even mean to play the MVP chant. Whatever. All right, 9:20 left to go in quarter number 2. Eagles lead at 10-0. They just got a field goal from Jake Elliott for about 42 yards, and they also had a 20-yard pass from Jalen Hurts to Saquon Barkley to get a touchdown. That was to put them up 7-0 earlier in the first quarter. All right, kickoff from man. It's high. It's pretty deep, and it'll be caught, but in the end zone, and taking a knee is the punt returner, and it'll be a touchback. And the Jaguars will start things off at their own 30-yard line. Dude, man, everybody's going all out. I love that. The face tattoos of the Eagles, like the fake ones, it's pretty cool. All right, so let's see what happens here for Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Lawrence gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it to Travis Etienne, who caught it right at the 31-yard line. Gets an extra 2 yards. He ran a little slant and just gets 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7, marked down at the Jacksonville 33-yard line. And Baum, that's now his 5th tackle today. I mean, he's just been all over and has been the best linebacker in this game. So I got to say that. Etienne lined up over towards the right side of Lawrence. Lawrence in the gun will get the snap. He's looking. He flings it over to Thomas. That's Brian Thomas, who gets 6 yards and got a little screen pass over to him. Isaiah Rodgers, though, tackles him out of bounds, and he gets 6 yards on the gain. It was a short pass over towards the right side, and that's good enough to take it to the Jacksonville 39-yard line. Actually, Markham just 1 yard short. I beg your pardon. So it's 3rd and 1 at the Jacksonville 39. They had to get to the 40. Lawrence under center, tight end over towards the left side. They'll try to do a little tush push here. And Lawrence says that. Did he get it? I don't think he did. Jalen Carter made the stop, and it's 4th and 1. How about that? Wow. And I forgot to turn that back up. So clock's still ticking. Offense, I think, is still going to stay out there. Dougie P wants to be aggressive. Let's see what Vic Fangio can do here. 4th and 1. They tried to utilize the tush push, and Jalen Carter said no, no, no. They'll line him up again. Lawrence under center. 2nd time. Let's see if it's a charm. And the Eagles stopped them again on the brotherly shove. Lawrence will fake it, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Engram. Eagles were thinking that they were going to go for the tush push, and Lawrence said no. Engram was over on the outside and could not make the catch, and the Eagles will take over on downs. So they take over at the Jacksonville 39-yard line, already in field goal range, really. I mean, that's just crazy. And Engram drops another pass. And that's where Jalen Hurts will set things up. I mean, that is crazy. Cooper DeJean has made a play on 4th and 1 in back-to-back weeks for the Eagles, too. Yeah, he was all over Engram as well. Got to give him credit where credit is due. That's awesome. That is awesome, man. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on those bell icons too, man. Better to have one weapon than none. Happy birthday, Jane. Yes, we were going to sing happy birthday later, but I was going to do that in the 4th quarter. But thank you, Jane, for being here. I hope you're having a fantastic day, Jane. I really do. You deserve that. This is nice. Look at chat. I love chat, man. I hate it getting dark at 4:30. Yeah. Yeah, I loved that extra hour of sleep today. I'm not going to lie. But it's, it's the payoff. It's definitely the payoff. Yes. All right. Did we get rid of these trolls? JJ was so worked up after the last 76ers game that he got to call Game 5 and all the way, and all of our heads were blown away. The 5th inning comeback was epic, says John. I did. I got worked up after it. I mean, like, you probably would have got worked up after it, too. Like, Paul George and Joel Embiid aren't playing. So that's like the expectation for them was to start off the season with the both of them. We knew that Paul George got hurt, but then we don't hear anything about Joel Embiid, and everybody's lying to us. How would you feel? I felt betrayed. Y'all should check out JJ's Villanova hockey calls. He's killing it. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to post it again. We did play-by-play yesterday for the first time. It was fun, man. It was fun. And we'll be back at it on Friday. So I will not be doing the Sixers game on Friday night. They take on the Lakers. I think it's a late one again that night. They play at like 10 o'clock, so I don't think I'll be able to do that unless the game is like at 4:40. So we'll see. I don't know. Probably not. All right, here comes Hurts. Fakes the handoff. Play action pass. He's rolling. He fires it to Calcaterra. Calcaterra catches it short of the sticks and gets about 4 yards on that gain. Nobody marked. I'll mark it as a 10-yard pass. Excuse me. Calcaterra caught it, and then he got a little screen, and then was able to get it to the Jacksonville 29-yard line. Hurts lines him up again, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley runs up the middle, gets 2 yards, and is met by a clobberful, if that's even a word, of Jaguars. I may have just come up with that, but a mouthful of Jags. Yeah, okay, that's better. 2nd and 8. So Barkley today, 10 rushes for 36 yards. Longest he had was 11. He also caught a 20-yard touchdown and has 2 receptions on the day. On 2 targets, Hurts under center. Smith in motion. Hurts is going to hand it off. It's going to be a little jet sweep. And that's going to be the Alex Smith for 2 yards. So Alex Smith was utilized as a guy on the jet sweep. I wonder if that's like one of the first jet sweeps that the Eagles have run all season long. It's going from left to right, and it's a 3rd and 6 for Philadelphia. 5:48 left to go in the first half. Hurts lines him up in the pistol. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He's still looking. He'll roll over towards the right. He flings it to Calcaterra. Calcaterra catches it right 2 yards after the line of scrimmage and then pushes forward for another yard. And it'll be 4th and 3 at the Jacksonville 22-yard line. Calcaterra able to create some separation on that play. And he did a good job at that. But it'll be 4th and 3. Eagles lead it 10-0. So they're going to stay out there. No field goal unit. They're going to go for it. And they'll line up in the pistol again. 3 receivers over towards the right. Smith and that's Campbell right behind him. Hurts rolls it into the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it. Darnell Savage almost picks it off. As it was supposed to go to A.J. Brown. That would have been caught at the 5. And, well, we have a timeout on the field as the Jaguars will take over at their own 22-yard line. Darnell Savage did a good job of covering A.J. Brown out. Actually, it was at the 10-yard line. And Savage tried to dive and make the catch, but he deflected it out of A.J.'s hands and could not get the pick. However, the Jags take over. And the Eagles still lead it 10-0. Jacksonville will set things up at their own 22-yard line. Okay. Oh, boy, let's go, baby. I love it when other teams fail to tush push. JJ, how are you? What's up, Steven? How you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you? Yeah, it's only the brotherly shove when it's us. If anyone else tries to mock it, it's nearly the tush push. Is that is that the rule of thumb? I didn't know that there was an actual rule of thumb on it. I did not know that. The worst team to tush push against would be the Eagles. Come on, Doug. Like, they haven't seen that 35 billion times. Dude, I'm so behind on chat today. JJ, I will be 65 on Thanksgiving Day. Congratulations, Steven. That is awesome. That is awesome. Happy early birthday to you, man. Wow. That's cool. Generational talent Trevor Lawrence on his last legs as an NFL starter, says Larry. Ooh, that's... I wonder if that's a hot take. Here's a... All right, well, let's ask this question. That's a good poll question right now. We're going to ask this. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to ask this as I get my stream up. We got 68 people tuning in. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks so much for liking, and thanks so much for subscribing to the channel. 38 likes, 68 people watching. Let's change that ratio right now. And again, I've still not made my special announcement yet, so if you guys want to hear my special announcement, all you got to do is we got to get to 5 super chats, man. 5 super chats. That's all that we ask for. 5 on the stream. And we're not going to do it until we hit that. All right, so my poll question. I'm getting sidetracked. My poll question is this. Will Trevor Lawrence be a starter, be a starting quarterback in 2 years? QB in 2 years. Yes or no? That's the question. Answer yes, answer no, or don't answer. All right, Etienne's going to run up the middle, but he gets bulldozed by Zach Bond and a couple other Eagles there. And that's right before the line of scrimmage. It was Bigsby, actually, that was able to run it, so they're going to mark him. It's just getting a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sorry about that. TV froze. 4:22 left to go in the first half. Lawrence lines them up. Eagles have been winning the clock battle, 18:38 to be exact. That's how much time they've had possession. 3 receivers lined up over towards the left side. There's Trevor Lawrence, who fakes the pass, runs up the middle, climbs the pocket, and gets 5 yards as he dives forward at the 20, and he dives to the 27-yard line. They'll mark it as a 4.5-yard scramble. He was right on the hash mark right when he was able to dive, and then Zach Bond actually did a head tackle right towards his shoulder area. Good recognition by Bond. 3rd and 5. Jags are 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversions today. Jacksonville sets things up at their own 27-yard line. Lawrence in the gun, gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He tries to escape. The pass rush, the throw. It's incomplete. And, it is incomplete. Trammell was the intended receiver, and Cooper DeJean all covered on that play. DeJean did a good job of just providing pressure in that secondary, and Vic Fangio has to be happy about that. Good job again by the Birds, and that's another 3 and out by Jacksonville. 4th and 5. Clock stops at 3:21 left to go. Cook with his his 3rd punt on the day. It's high, it's pretty deep, and it'll be a fair caught right at the 24-yard line towards the out-of-bounds marker on the far side. And the Eagles have a timeout with 3:14 left to go in the second quarter. We're still not even at the 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left too, by the way. All right. Thanks for putting all these guys in timeouts, man. I appreciate it. Messages deleted. What ended up happening? Did we block this person? Did we hide them on the channel? All right, good. Good job, mods. Very, very good stuff. 75 people on here watching. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well. Game over, says Larry. What's up, Larry? What's up, Snow? How you doing, man? Just waiting for 8:20, Larry says. And actually, I have your Vikings defense going tonight. I just picked them up this week because the defense that I had going for this week as a bye, and that's Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh's defense. I have Chris Boswell and Steelers defense. We should have taken the point, says Bone Canoe. I'm okay with them trying to be a little bit extra creative there because I know that you don't want to play with fire, but you're still up by 2 possessions anyways. I get it. If it was against the Kansas City Chiefs, or if it's against one of the top tier teams, I'd think differently. But I'm not saying that you can't take every team for granted, because you can't. But it's early and it's against them, and I'm willing to do it against a lesser of an opponent if it's early on like that, and if the Eagles have a groove to them. If the Eagles didn't have anything going for them and they hadn't won a game in a little bit of time, I would absolutely agree, even early on. But I'm okay with it. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I'm okay with them doing it. I'm okay with them doing it in that particular spot. Sirianni, stop doing this BS. And Siri just got active, so get Nick off my football team. They just gave Trevor a massive contract, but I think he is way overrated, says Lou. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm living the dream watching and listening to your stream. Steven, thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. All right. Here we go. 3:13 left to go in the second quarter. Hurts under center, hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who runs diagonally, takes it all the way towards the 30-yard line and gets met by a couple of defenders. And, they do have a flag called on the play. Don't know if it is going to be on Cam Jurgens. They call offensive holding. It's a 10-yard penalty. Let's see the replay there. It was a 7-yard gain. Darnell Savage able to make the tackle, but that sets the Eagles back another 10 yards, and they'll be 1st and 20 at the Philadelphia 14. That's not what you want there if you're the Eagles. 3 penalties so far today, none on the Jags. But yet a couple of 3-and-outs for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. So the Eagles lose 10 yards. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Saquon, and he gets met right up the middle and loses 2 yards as Josh Ledbetter there to make the tackle for a loss of 2 and eat Saquon Barkley alive. 2nd and 22 now at the Philadelphia 12. And Jeremiah Ledbetter. Did I say Josh Ledbetter? I apologize. I was thinking of Josh Hines Allen for some reason. 10-0 Eagles. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. They have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He throws it up the middle. It's caught by A.J. Brown right at the 25. Takes it to the 27-yard line. And it'll be a 3rd and short coming up. A.J. Brown was tackled, and he was on his back for a second. And now gets helped up. So it's a 16-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and 6 when we return from the 2-minute warning. It's a 16-yard catch by A.J. Brown. That was nice. The one thing I love about Kellen Moore is that a lot of his offense, when he does utilize the receivers, a lot of the times on 3rd and long or on 2nd and long or whatever it is, he utilizes the middle very, very well, the middle of the field. And I think that's important for Jalen Hurts and for the type of quarterback that he is. I think that can really open up his game even more. And I've noticed even last week when A.J. Brown had a 16-yard catch up the middle and the Eagles had a big 3rd down against the Bengals in that first half, Hurts made the right play, but it was an incredible play call, and that was a Kellen Moore type of a play call where Brown was open up the middle, and was just able to make a nice catch. And he got a bullet pass, you know? So I kind of like that. Are the Lions playing today? The Detroit Lions, did they play or are they playing today? The Lions are on right now. They lead at 7-3 against the Packers. At Lambeau. Lions playing the Packers right now. See, this is how delayed I am on chat. It's great. Cheers for the mods. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him, says Lou. Okay, I'm all caught up. That deserves an L. That deserves an L. Let's go. Let's have a horn for the mods. Shout out to the mods. I like that. They're playing in a steady rain. Who? The Packers? That game got started at 4:25, right? So, yeah. Bears and Cardinals. Did that game get started at 4:05 with this one? All right. Ben Van Sumeren is headed to the locker room. Eagles down their fullback. And that's, hopefully he's okay. Concussion spotter was in the tent with him. A.J. Brown walks off to the sideline after that hit and is not going to the blue tent. Okay. That was what was being reported. 3rd and 6. 2 receivers lined up over towards the right. Calcaterra in motion. He goes over towards the left now. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. It's a low snap. Pressure's coming, and he goes down. And gets sacked by Josh Hines-Allen for the 2nd time today. And a 4th and 13 coming up. It is a 7-yard loss as Josh Hines-Allen able to break free against the left guard. He actually ended up getting past Fred Mitchell on the play. And timeout called by Jacksonville with 1:53 left to go in the first half. And they will burn their first timeout today. Oh, Hurts not able to get a ton of protection there. And a good job by the Jaguars to blitz. So, punt coming up for man. And here we go. The punt is high. It is pretty deep. It'll be caught right at the 28-yard line and zigzagging and juking and taking it to maybe the 33 is Washington as he was able to make the catch. So it's just for 4 yards. He gets chased out of bounds by Kelly Ringo over towards the far side. And with 1:42 left to go here in the first half, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars will have it at their own 33-yard line. So Josh Hines-Allen able to make his 2nd sack today. He only had 3 on the season coming into this game. Now 27 years old. We have a 30-second timeout. It was a media timeout. And here comes Lawrence, who breaks the huddle. There's Fortner over on the right guard side. Here we go. Lawrence will get the snap. And pressure's coming. He throws it to Travis Etienne. He bobbles it, and it is caught in the air by the Birds and picked off. Etienne tried to make the catch. It was bobbled out of his hands, and it was a diving catch made. I think it was Cooper DeJean that caught it and was able to make a nice diving catch, and the Eagles will take over again. He bobbled it not once but twice, and then it was Zach Bond, that was able to make the diving catch. Zach Bond is the one that picked it off. And he was able to have full possession. They're going to see if it is a catch. I don't think it hit the ground at all whatsoever. But the Eagles get a pick. And just like that, the Eagles will take over again. The play is under review. They say that there's 1:36 left to go. So that took 6 seconds off the play clock. And it was caught. I couldn't tell if it was on the on which yard line it was on, but regardless, that was an incredible effort. And the refs are reviewing this. The call on the field is that it's a Philadelphia interception, and Zach Bond able to just make a nice diving catch. Looked like it was right at the 46-yard line, right before the Birds logo. That's where it was. Let's see again. Did he catch it? The question is, did it hit the ground? He tried to hug it with that left hand and to just secure the catch as he was able to dive forward. All right, so the replay official reviewed the interception ruling, and the play was upheld. The ruling on the field stands, and the Eagles have Zach Bond pick off Trevor Lawrence. Even though Etienne was the one that bobbled it and he tried to make the catch, that wasn't Trevor Lawrence's fault. But Etienne just could not hang on to it, and he bobbled it not once but twice. They're going to add 2 seconds left on the clock and put it up to 138 instead of 136. And the Eagles start at their own at the Jacksonville 40-yard line. Smith in motion, going from right to left. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. And he'll pitch it to Saquon Barkley, who takes it all the way to the 40. Inside the 40 to the 35 to the 34. That's where he's marked down by Campbell. It's a 6-yard gain for Saquon Barkley, and that's his 3rd reception today. 40 receiving yards and a total of 74 scrimmage yards for him. Hurts in the pocket. He'll get the snap. He flings it to Devontae Smith, who makes a diving catch, and he gets to the Jacksonville 25-yard line and moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain. Von Miller makes the stop, and the Eagles continue to utilize the clock. Still have all 3 timeouts left. Hurts again lines him up, gets the snap. He rolls over towards his left side, takes it to the 30, to the 25, and runs out of bounds right at the Jacksonville 20, right at the 18 marker, and it's a 7-yard gain. Gets chased by Von Miller again, and the Eagles stop the clock with 48 seconds left to go in the first half. 3 plays, 22 yards in a matter of just 42 seconds on this drive. Birds lead it 10-0. They have 159 total yards so far compared to Jacksonville's 32. They've been clicking on all cylinders today. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a tight end to the left as well. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught by Saquon, and he catches it right before he goes out of bounds towards the near sideline for 6 yards. Right at the Jacksonville 12. It was inside the 15. He was backpedaling, wide open. Nobody was on him. And then just backpedaled right out of bounds after he caught it. Too easy. 37 plays for the Birds. And they've controlled possession for 21 minutes. All right, Hurts again lines him up. 43 seconds left to go. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking, and he fires up the middle, and it's incomplete. Saquon was wide open. Would not have been for a first down. It would have probably been for about maybe a 5-yard gain or so, but he misjudged it, and it's 2nd and 10. It just took about 4 seconds off the clock. 41 seconds left remaining here in the first half. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. 30 yards on this drive. Again, thanks to Zach Bond's pick. So 38 seconds left remaining in the first half. 3 receivers over towards the right side. 1 to the left, and a tight end to the left as well. Empty backfield. Hurts gets the snap. He's going to run it. He takes it to the 15-yard line, runs out of bounds right at the 10, and they'll mark him out right at the 9, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Just a 3-yard scramble by Jalen Hurts as he ran over towards the near sideline. And with 32 seconds left to go, a big 3rd down coming up for Philadelphia. And they still have all 3 timeouts left, mind you. Just like how this offense has been able to do a good job clicking on all cylinders. They're 5 for 5 today on 3rd downs. Crazy. Empty backfield again. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap from Juergens. He steps up. He's going to fling it up the middle, and it's caught, but a flag is thrown. And I wonder who it's going to go against. It was caught by number 89 for the Eagles, but we're going to have a flag thrown, and it's not going to count. Let's see what the ruling is. I think it was Jack Stoll. No, he's number 87. Is that E.J. Jenkins? No. That was Wilson. Huh. It's not even on the depth chart. Oh, wait. Oh, is that Johnny Wilson? Yeah, okay. That was Johnny Wilson. Okay. So it's a flag called. Touchdown gets nullified. Offensive pass interference. And it's a 10-yard penalty. 3rd and 17 coming up. That sends them back to the Jacksonville 19-yard line. So it's 3rd and long. They got to get to the 2. That's where they got to get to. All right, Hurts is going to hand it off to Barkley, who runs up to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Over towards the far sideline. And Jacksonville was unprepared. Saquon Barkley with the 2nd touchdown today. How on earth did they give that up? And Doug Peterson is stunned. That's Saquon's 6th rushing touchdown on the season. And Jalen Hurts and Kellen Moore ran a gutsy play. Good blocking up the middle, too, by Fred Johnson to be able to create that hole for Saquon to operate as he ran over towards that far sideline and was able to just get a lot of daylight to run through and break the ice. 16-0 Philadelphia. They're going to go for the 2. Mind you, there's 22 seconds left to go in the first half. All right. Hurts is now going to go under center. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds left to go. And I think a timeout's going to be called. And that's what the Eagles are going to do. They're going to burn their first timeout. What a play call there by Kellen Moore as well. And good job by the offensive line to create that big space for Saquon to operate. That is by the way, that's a 19-yard rushing touchdown for Saquon Barkley. So the Eagles are just going to go for the extra point. They were going to try to draw Jacksonville up or try to, fake them out. But extra point is going to be coming. Saquon's going to go back into the tunnel. 101 total scrimmage yards today for Saquon. 53 rushing yards, 48 receiving yards. And Elliott's going to measure it. Lovato's going to snap it in just a few seconds. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good for Philadelphia. 17-0, and they lead it by 3 possessions. A flag is thrown, though. And the refs are going to huddle up here and try to talk things over. Let's see. I don't know who the flag is going to be on. 7 plays, though, 42 yards in a matter of 1 minute, 16 seconds. All right. They're going to give us a signal or what? And the Eagles' offense, I think, is going to come back onto the field. Offsides was called on Jacksonville. Devon Hamilton. No play, and they're going to have to redo the extra point. Okay. They'll just have to redo it again. $16-0 Eagles. They say that they're going to go for a 2-point conversion, so that's what they're going to do. So that marks them right at the 1-yard line, and Eagles will call for their second timeout. Wow. Sirianni's going to take off the headset. Barkley was running back to the tunnel after that. Did he run back onto the field? I don't know. Timeout was taken at the 22-second marker. That wasn't by Jacksonville, was it? Didn't say it was on the Eagles, so 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And are they going to go for the extra point, or are they going to go for the 2? Now they're going to go for the 2. So they break the huddle again. 16-0 Philadelphia. Brotherly shove incoming. Hurts tries to push the pylon up. And does he get past the goal line? That's the question. I don't know. And they say, one ref says no. I don't think he did. I don't think he broke the plane. They said that the attempt fails, and it's still 16-0 Philadelphia with 22 seconds. I personally just would have taken the extra point, even on the flag like that. But that's just me. You make it a 3-possession game. I don't think you have to be aggressive there. So the 2-point conversion fails. There's 22 seconds left to go in the first half. And they're reviewing this to see if Hurts broke the plane. I don't think he did. I really don't. I don't think he did. The play is under review. Ay, ay, ay. It's never easy, man. It's never easy. Jags are like a dumpster fire. Welcome to Doug Peterson's last game as an NFL head coach. It's not a challenge. It's under review. They're going to see it again. I don't think he broke it. That's just me. Maybe for a second, he may have been able to do it. It's so hard to tell. Let's see what Gene says. The replay reviewed the short of the goal line ruling, and the play was upheld. The ruling on the field stands. So it is no good, the 2-point conversion. It's a failed 2-point conversion attempt. And the Eagles still lead at 16-0 with 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Trevor's a coach killer. I don't see the point of letting him finish the season, but they might, says Larry. I heard he holds a mean clipboard. Crazy. That is unbelievable. Eagles were giving up, run it, and kick the field goal. Jags said not today. Crazy. It's crazy. All right, 22 seconds left to go in the first half. I can't believe that they went for it, bro. I don't think that's Nick. That's Jeff, Julian, and Howie. On that play, I don't know about that. I don't know. All right, man will kick it. It's high, and it goes end over end. Bounces back towards the end of the end zone, and Trevor Lawrence and the offense will go back out there. Wonder if you just take a knee here, man. Wonder if that's what they're going to do. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button as well, man, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. All right, so Trevor Lawrence will line him up. He's under center, and they'll just take a knee. And the Jags will receive it to start off the second half. Eagles lead it 16-0 as the clock will wind down, and Lawrence and the Jags are going to go back to the locker room along with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts in the first half, 13 for 16 in the passing game with 116 passing yards, including the big touchdown pass to Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles lead at 16-0 as we go into halftime. Okay. That's the beautiful mind of the Eagles analytics department, man. I subscribed, says Chris, and liked on my phone. What's up, Chris? Chris, you've been on my channel before. What's good, bro? Now you go by Christopher LeClaire. Did you change your name, or did you make another account? What's up, Chris? I've seen you on my channel before, my guy. Thanks so much for being here. We got 87 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. In case you are wondering how the Eagles got here, well, first and foremost, Saquon Barkley. Well, we actually kind of have to set this up. So the Eagles had the ball. They received it on the first possession, and then they were going to punt it, and special teams came out there, and the punt returner for the Jags, it was Trammell, ended up fumbling the football after making the catch, and the Eagles were then able to take over at the Jacksonville 20-yard line, and then Jalen Hurts went back out there, and he made a 20-yard pass to Saquon Barkley for a touchdown, and the Eagles had the extra point to make it 7-0, and then Jake Elliott on the second drive was able to get a 43-yard field goal to make it 10-0. That was in the second quarter. And then Saquon Barkley had a 19-yard run into the end zone on a 3rd and 17. I mean, pretty crazy. But they ran it, and the Eagles went up 16-0 from there. That's how we've gotten here, offensively speaking. I got to tell you, all right, we're going to do first half grades right now. All right. Let's start on the offensive side. What grade are we giving the Eagles today on offense? Give me a letter. An A, a B, a C, or a D. How are we feeling about the Eagles offense so far in this game? Give me a letter grade and tell me why you feel that way. I'm going with a B. I expected them to be clicking on all cylinders on offense, and I thought, well, it was going to be a heyday because this Jags defense just has not been so sharp. David says B+. Chris says B. John Williams says B-. And feel free to clarify on why you feel that way. I'm going with a solid B. I sort of expected it to look like this. I will tell you, on third down, though, this offense has looked really good out there. They had a nice long drive. They are winning the clock battles as well. I just think that they're doing a really good job. B- because they left points on the board. That's a very good answer. I like that. The call was stop hanging on me and clinging to me, Maria says, and she says B. Some bad play calls, but doing what they need to do, says an user. Yeah, I think that Sirianni and the Eagles left a couple of points on the board. I personally would have just went with the extra point. You know, you have a chance to go up by 3 possessions. At that point, you don't want to play with fire. I was okay with them. Going for it before, it was early on in the game. And I forget which one it was, but there was a controversial mistake. My mind is like all over the place. But yeah, a B is fair. I think a B is fair for sure. Yeah, I think a B is fair. They played well, but stalled at times, and the Jags' mistakes given us a lot of opportunities and left too many points on the field. We'll get to player of the game so far after this. All right, so I think that we can all agree with a B on the offense. How about the defense? Defense, I'm going with an A. A-. A-. I'll take that back a little bit. Zach Baun has been a beast out there. Zach Baun has been all over everybody and seriously is having the game of his career. Being able to make he has 6 tackles today. 6 tackles and also had a pick as well. I think Zach Baun is my player of the game today. David says an A for the defense. Scott gives the defense an A letter grade as well. Part of it is the Jaguars are bad. They are. But I really feel like that they're blitzing. Cooper DeJean on the coverages that he has been assigned to has been stepping up every single time. How about that 4th and 1 where they decide to, sort of fake the the tush push, and then they tried to give it up to Evan Engram, and Cooper DeJean is just right there to swat it away from him. Like, good job by Cooper to just read the play, dude. Like, I have to give him that. But, yeah, B+ cuz weak opponent. But part of me also has to be like this, too. Because guess what? When they did play weak opponents before, they still weren't able to get to the quarterback. They still had a hard time providing pressure on blitzes, and they also could not do a good job in the secondary. So I think that part of that is true. But then when I see them play against weaker opponents earlier in the season, I expected it to look a lot better. Now, Bryce Huff still hasn't had a good game today. Somebody said that Bryce Huff is going to, Bryce Huff is going to have a breakout game, but that ended up not happening so far. And maybe that changes there in the second half. But we shall see. We definitely shall see for sure. Rising Rhino is here. What is up? What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing, my guy? Rising Rhino, drop your link down below. You know what to do. You know the drill, bro. 74 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons. All right, player of the first half. Who is it? Who is your player of the first half? I'm going to go with Zach Bond. He's my player of the first half just because he has had his imprint all over on the defensive side. So that is my player. No disrespect to Saquon Barkley. He's had a really, really good game too. But I'm going with Zach Bond. I'll be with you later, says Larry. What's up, mods? What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing, man? I appreciate you again so much for being here. Means a lot to me. David says that my player of the first half is Saquon Barkley. And again, it's not a bad choice. I think Saquon's had an incredible game today. For him to be able to get 40 receiving yards, catch a touchdown, rush for a touchdown, and get 61 yards, I mean, just pretty crazy. Floyd Weatherton, I don't know, says John Williams. Larry says Nick Castellanos. Barkley on offense, Bond on defense. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Linda's here. What's up, Linda? How you doing, Linda? Shout out to Linda for being over here. Giants fan 56. Yes, sir. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far from this team. Again, like, they're not only taking care of business against these guys, they are destroying them. So I think that the Eagles are showing you that they are, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I really don't. But with the way that they've played over these last couple of weeks, the win against the Browns was not impressive. But you look at what they've been able to do each week, and I know that we still have a second half left to go. I get it. I totally understand. But every week, they're taking big steps forward on both sides of the ball. Yes, we can look at the opponents. We can see what their strengths and what their weaknesses are. But the Eagles have really cleaned a lot of things up. And now they're not just playing, they're not just getting by these bad opponents. Now they're bulldozing past them. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty crazy. Is Saquon okay? I'm currently unable to watch the halftime show, says KGB. I don't know. I haven't gotten a report yet. So, I don't know. Okay, he says sigh. I don't know what that means. Blowing this up from John Clark's post-off stadium scoreboard. Ball didn't touch the line, replay said. Okay. Interesting. Saquon and his teammates in awe. Also, congratulations to LaShawn McCoy for getting into the Eagles Hall of Fame today. I mean, that is unbelievable. LaShawn McCoy, man, what a career he had. Shady, man. Always will be shady. I can't believe he's 36, dude. He's 36 years old. Obviously a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler as well. Just got into the Eagles Hall of Fame. Congratulations. 11,102 rushing yards throughout his NFL career, 518 receptions, 73 rushing touchdowns, and over 3,000, close to 3,900 receiving yards. Incredible career for him. So, congratulations. All right, let's go raid somebody. Let's go say hi to somebody right now. By the way, in case you guys did not know, if you didn't know where I was yesterday and why I was unable to do the Sixers game, I was doing Villanova ice hockey on Friday and yesterday as well. If you have not checked that out, I do encourage you to do so. Larry also put it on there as well. This is the link. You can go check out Rival Sports Media. That's where they post the Villanova Wildcats ice hockey live streams. And I want to be able to spread the word and be able to have some of y'all to come on here, man. So it feels like we're getting better, Season User. Yeah, it definitely feels like things are coming around for sure. And I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go say hi to somebody. Let's go raid. Who should we go raid, folks? Well, Rising Rhino went to come say hi to us, so I guess it's only fair if we go say hi to him, right? I mean, come on. Like, let's go say hi to Rising Rhino. Oh, wait, hold up. That's the wrong link. Whoops. Whoops. Here's the correct link. There you go. Let's go say hi to Rising Rhino. JJ Raid.
No idea.
Yes, sir.
Idea. Let's see who else is out there streaming.
What is
Who else can we run over to?
David's there.
Let's check out.
No spamming, please.
Yeah.
I think he's missing us because he's checking out who he should raid.
And boom.
Let's go. Lou's there. What's up, Lou?
Let's go. One more little raid. What up? Play with JJ. Hello. What's up, JJ? What's going on? Welcome in.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, David? Joining on the raid. Awesome stuff. We are 8 subscribers
Yes,
away
sir.
from 1,900. We're almost there. We're almost there. Thanks for joining on the raid, Lou. Awesome, awesome.
And
Cool.
subscribe.
Appreciate the raid, JJ. How's the game going over there? How is it going? I don't know who that is.
Okay, good stuff.
JJ rating it up.
Good stuff. All right, good. Great. I wanted to be able to do that for him because he's the man, and I want us to be able to help him get to 1,900 subscribers. All right, 5:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Eagles are going to kick things off right now as we approach the third quarter. So Braden Mann is going to go back out there, and he'll kick things off. Travis Etienne, 2 rushes for 8 yards. That's it. 3 targets as well for just 2 receiving yards. Crazy. All right, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Man kicks it high. He kicks it pretty deep. It's going to be caught towards the end zone and taking it to the 10, to the 20, to the 25, and being marked down right at the 30, maybe the 31. It's going to be Bigsby as he's able to make the play. But a flag is thrown. That took about 6 seconds off the clock. I like to subscribe to John's Brownie, says Larry. Good stuff. Lions are winning 17-3. Thanks so much for the update. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Abdullah gets called for a holding. Abdullah for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Guy who's a linebacker who is 24 years old from Louisville. He is 6 feet 1 inch tall. Has 11 solo tackles on the season. And is playing in his second year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the penalty was called on Abdullah. It's a 10-yard offensive holding, so that puts them at the Jacksonville 17-yard line. Here we go. Lawrence will hand it off to Etienne, who runs up the middle, lunges a little bit forward. That was Bigsby, that was able to run up the middle, and Jordan Davis able to make the stop as we approach the 22-yard line. So it's a 5-yard gain for Bigsby. We haven't really seen him a lot in this Jacksonville offense. Tank Bigsby, 22 years old, went to college at Auburn and was a third-round draft pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Was actually the 88th overall pick. 85 carries so far on the season for 493 total yards. They pitch it back to Bigsby, and he gets marked down right before the line of scrimmage by Reed Blankenship. And they'll say no gain as Reed able to make an ankle tackle on Bigsby as he was running towards the near side. Lawrence pitched it right back to him, and Blankenship able to hold his right ankle and just pull him, and it's a 3rd and 5 for Jacksonville. Just 1 for 5 today on 3rd down conversions. More stuff from the secondary. That's what you want to see. Bigsby over towards the right side of Lawrence as he'll get the snap. Pressure's coming, and he has to run away. Josh Sweat on the loose, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. That was Jalen Carter, that was chasing Trevor Lawrence. And Reed Blankenship, not Blankenship, that's number 19 for the Eagles, able to break free as well. So it's a 3 and out as the Eagles do their job once again on defense. That was a big play there. Good job for the Birds to be able to get the stop. A.J. Brown is walking back into the tunnel. Ben Van Samarunen is also being evaluated for a concussion, according to Dave Zangaro. And Josh Sweat did a good job at getting to Trevor Lawrence, along with Jalen Carter. Here we go. Punting unit goes out there. Punt is high, it is deep, and Cooper DeJean calls for a fair catch right at the Philadelphia 22-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop when we return to action. And Jalen Hurts will go back out there, a big 3 and out for Philadelphia's defense. That's the 3rd 3 and out that they forced today. And they'll have it once again when they return. Like and subscribe. Time of possession. Wow. Yes, sir. Pretty good. JC, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? A.J. Brown just went back to the locker room, so hopefully he's okay. The other thing I wanted to make sure that I mentioned, too, is Quinion Mitchell had a very good first half as well. I don't think we really brushed up on him, but that coverage he had on Brian Thomas Jr. Was really good. A lot of the times you see him sort of covering him, and that's what he's been able to do. He's been clamps. Jeff McClain just tweeted out that, quote, A.J. Brown just went inside. Apparently, even though the Eagles offense has yet to play this half, he was slow to get up after a hit before the half. And then Zach Berman follows up on Ben Van Sumeren and says that he's being evaluated for a concussion. He went in during the first half and is not out here to start the second half. So that is the news that we have heard so far from Philadelphia's side of things. Is that Emily Osmond? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So Van Sumeren's return is now questionable. All right, 16-0 Philadelphia. Again, in case you're wondering how we got here, the Birds had a 20-yard pass to Saquon Barkley to make it 6-0, and then Elliott came in for the extra point. It was good. Elliott then got a 43-yard field goal in the second quarter to make it 10-0. Then Saquon Barkley on a 3rd and 17 was able to get a 19-yard rushing touchdown and was able to drive it into the end zone and make it 16-0 Philadelphia. There's LaShawn McCoy being interviewed on CBS Sports. 1st and 10. They go with the pistol formation. The Eagles. Devontae Smith over towards the left. And with 2 seconds left on the play clock, we have a couple of flags. We're going to call a false start on Mekhi Becton. Has been really solid in this game so far, but it's a 5-yard penalty, which sends them back to their own 17-yard line. And a 1st and 15 coming up for the Eagles. Bo Nix did not really play too well today. They're showing his stats. Here we go. So Brown hands it off to Saquon Barkley. He takes it all the way to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and gets taken down right at the 30, right on the number. 2nd and 2, as Barkley able to muster up the middle for 13 yards and then run diagonally over towards that left side. Barkley is the first Eagles player, according to Jeff Kerr, with 50 or more rushing yards, a rushing touchdown, and, by the way, a receiving touchdown in a half since Deshaun Jackson did it in 2009. There we go. Eagles are going to run it again. This time it's with Kenny Gainwell, who lunges up the middle for a yard. Walker there to meet him right at the 31-yard line. And a 3rd and short coming up. A.J. Brown is... They have a camera on him. Is he coming out of the tunnel or is he going in? I don't know. He was in the locker room. 3rd and 1 for the Eagles. As they fake the QB sneak, Jalen goes over towards his left side, and he lunges forward and gets himself a 1st down. Lloyd is the one that made the tackle. They faked the QB sneak, and good blocking from that offensive line, and Hurts ran it over towards that left side, and then as soon as he was getting tackled, he was able to just show the football right past the line marker, and the Eagles will move the chains. Just a 1-yard gain for Jalen Hurts. Good job by him, and that moves the sticks. So A.J. Brown's return is now questionable. Hurts with a play action. Gets it, kicks it, fires it, and it is caught! Oh, my goodness! Jahan Dotson makes the catch. He did a little juggling act, and he catches it. It's a 36-yard gain caught at the Jacksonville 32-yard line. Jahan Dotson able to just get some separation from the guy that was from the guy that was on him, and that was Campbell. And Campbell did a good job covering him, and then he juggled it at first, but then caught it in midair. Wow, what a pass and what a play by Jalen Hurts. Gainwell runs up the middle, dives at the Jacksonville 29 and gets 3 yards. I mean, Dotson had to haul it in, and on the first time he juggled it, he tried to make a one-handed catch with his right hand, and then just tipped it to himself, and then hugged the football on the second try, and was able to make a beautiful catch. That's his first catch in 3 weeks, according to Zach Berman. 2nd and 7. Empty backfield for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense in their Kelly Green uniforms. 10 minutes left to go. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He'll run over towards his right side right at the 40 to the 35 to the 30. A flag is thrown, though, and he runs out of bounds right at about the 29-yard line. We do have a flag thrown, though. Curious to see who it's going to be on. I have no clue whatsoever. What a play, though, by Jahan Dotson, man. Crazy. Look at Jana Dotson. I knew what you meant to say, Jahan. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Where is everybody at? Did everybody leave? Where is everybody? We had a nice active chat. Now everybody's quiet. Unless my thing is wrong. So they call holding on Ventrell Miller, the linebacker for Jacksonville. And that's a 5-yard penalty. It's good enough for a first down. It is a 5-yard penalty, so it's a defensive holding. And that puts the Eagles at the Jacksonville 18-yard line. All right, they'll run it again from the pistol. Empty backfield. And Kenny Gainwell in motion. Hurts is going to run it, though. Takes it all the way to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. A flag is thrown, though. And the Eagles, I think that they're going to count it for now. It's 22-0. A flag was thrown. And it looks like the Eagles are going to come back. Oh, man. Hurts was able to climb the pocket. Scrambled up the middle, and the refs are gathering together to see what this is going to be. Oh, boy. All right, so let's see what the flag is on. Unnecessary roughness called on Jacksonville. The penalty is declined, and the Eagles lead it 22-0. That's the 8th rushing touchdown for Jalen Hurts this season. And that was good enough for 18 yards. So a touchdown for him. The penalty was on Cisco, and the Eagles are looking to try to get another point at least on the board. 22-0 Philadelphia. 2-point conversion coming from Nick Sirianni and the Eagles. So they look to try to go up 24-0. 18-yard rushing touchdown for Jalen Hurts. And we have a timeout at the 9:25 marker. Don't know who it's going to be called against, but how about Jalen Hurts able to climb the pocket and then just hustle over towards that right side? He tried to skip over a defender and then just got into the end zone. He skipped his way into the end zone, I should say. And that was a dirty play by Andre Cisco as he tried to, just make he was diving and smashed his helmet. That was not a nice play at all whatsoever. Unnecessary roughness enforced between downs. Good stuff. A tutty. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Puka Nacua got ejected for throwing a punch. All right, 2-point conversion coming up for the Eagles. And again, they lead it 22-0. Wow. 7 plays, 78 yards on that drive, which took about 4 minutes. Hurts under center. They're going to try to run the tush push, and the Eagles get stopped just like that. But a flag is thrown. A flag was thrown right before, or right as the ball was going to be hiked. Andre Cisco went low on Fred Johnson at the end of the play, and he was flagged for unnecessary roughness, and Jack Driscoll is now in at left tackle. Just wanted to let you know about that. That was according to Zach Berman. 22-0 Eagles. 9:25 left to go. So a flag was thrown, and the Eagles are going to do this again. See what happens here. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts tries to push forward. The ball is still live, and now the refs rule him down, and he is short. It's no good. 22-0 Eagles with 9:25 left remaining in the third quarter. And that is where we are. Hurts again able to do a good job at rushing towards the end zone. And it's 22-0. They'll be right back in just a few moments. I need a sip of water so badly. It's huge. We're blowing out bad teams again. We are. I'm about all the way back in. 16, 17 games of playing to opponent's level is hard to dismiss. Yeah, I'm at the point now where you gotta go for the extra point, man. I don't know what the analytics department is doing. I find it really weird to believe that they're going for all these 2-point conversions and they just can't settle for the extra point. I mean, like, you're down now. you're down now a couple of your guys on the O-line. I mean, like, just give them a break. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. We're up big. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. So many points left on the field, says John. This is going to bite us in the butt when we play real teams like the Commanders. I don't think that this is going to happen, though, against the Commanders. I don't. But I could be wrong. Jaguars just have 36 yards on offense, too, by the way. 36 yards. Isn't that crazy? That is awesome for the Eagles. That means that their average gain, if you were to do the math, is 1.7 yards. The Eagles' average is 5.6. They have a total of 265 yards, man. Sirianni is terrible, JJ, chasing the points. I know. I agree. That's just, like, really annoying. It's not Sirianni. It's Jeff, Julian, and Howie. Who's Julian? Who the heck's Julian? Jeff, Julian, and Howie. I don't know who Julian is. 21-9 is the score in the Arizona Cardinals-Chicago Bears game. The Lions lead at 17-3 against the Packers. And the Seahawks lead at 13-3 against the LA Rams. Oh, Julian is Jeffrey's son. Thanks. Okay, thanks for clarifying. I would say Eagles totally dominating the time of possession. That is what I love to see from my football club. 22-0 Philadelphia. All right, let's go, baby. All right, man, we'll kick it. It's high. It is deep. It'll be caught into the end zone. Running to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Still on his feet at the 35 and goes down right at the 39-yard line is Bigsby. So he runs for a total of 41 yards. Trotter Jr. and Kelly Ringo do stop him from getting to exactly the 40-yard line. But Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars will have the football at their own 39-yard line when they set up shop, which will be right now. Eagles have outgained the Jaguars 265-36 with the total yardage. 14 first downs for the Eagles, just 1 for the Jaguars. All right, Lawrence will get the snap. He's looking. He tries to find Jones, who is running a slant, and it's incomplete. That's Tim Jones second-string receiver who's 26 years old from Southern Mississippi. Just one reception this season. That's it. He's been with the Jags, though, since 2022. 9:14 left. 2nd and 10 at the Jacksonville 39. They hand it off to Etienne, who runs up the middle, takes it to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and into Philadelphia territory, right marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a 16-yard run up the middle by Travis Etienne Jr. He had a lot of space to operate, though the hole was wide open. I mean, wide open. Lawrence again will get the snap. He's looking over towards his right side, flings it to Evan Ingram, and Ingram just gets 2 yards. And Zach Bond there to tackle him right on the hash mark. Clock still running down with about 8.5 minutes left to go. Ingram made a nice little dive to just get a couple of yards after the catch. The catch was much short of the line of scrimmage. Lawrence, play action. He rolls over, looks up the middle, and finds a receiver who catches it inside the 30, right to the 25-yard line. That is Trammell, who had the fumble earlier in that first quarter on special teams. That's an 18-yard pass from Trevor Lawrence. That's his largest pass today. 43 passing yards, 6 for 14 he is, and that's just the second first down that they've had today. Here's Bigsby, who runs up the middle and gets met by Zach Bond in the backfield as he loses 2 yards. Bond able to break through the glass, and he just was able to take down Bigsby and twist him and turn him and wrap him up in a bow. 2nd down and 12 yards to go. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 27-yard line. Bond with 8 completed tackles today. And a pick as well. 2nd and 12. Lawrence has time. He gets it in the gun. He's going to run, though. And he's going to now throw it, and it's incomplete. Ran over towards his right side. He ran for a couple of yards over to the line of scrimmage and then tried to zip it to a receiver, but nobody was home. And it's 3rd and 12. Clock stops with 7:09 left to go in the third quarter. Oh, boy. Nice. Guys, the point is once you miss on it, you don't chase the failure. Eagles looking like a degenerate gambler. 3rd and 12, baby. Let's go. Eagles looking to try to get a stop on 3rd down today. Lawrence gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it up the middle. It's caught right at the 15-yard line, and it's good enough for a first down. Washington slipped as soon as he caught it, and I think he caught it right on the yard marker. He did. So he slipped up, and Trevor Lawrence able to make the pass. Let's see again. I think he just got it. 1st and 10 for the Jags. They hand it off. And taking it all the way to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and going into the end zone is Johnson, but a flag is thrown. And I think that they're going to call it back. The play is under review. The Eagles are going to challenge. They're going to challenge the previous play. 6:37 left to go in the third quarter. Eagles defensive end Bryce Huff wasn't on the injury report this week, and he's not hurt, I've been told, says Jeff McClain, so there has to be some other reason he's hardly played today. So the Eagles are going to challenge the catch from Washington, and that's what they're going to try to check to see. So we have a timeout. What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? That's a 3-touchdown differential, though. So I'll give you, if we give up 3 touchdowns, suddenly we deserve to lose. Correct. More laundry, says John. Yep. All right. 6:42 left remaining in the third quarter. Who else is tuning in, man? Who else is tuning in? Let us know if you're tuning in down below. Where are you tuning in from? Let us know that down below as well. I'm from South Jersey. We have 91 people tuning in. Let's try to get to 100. If we have not hit the century mark just yet, that'd be really awesome. I want us to get 100 likes. That'd be really, really cool too. And by the way, we have to get to 5 super chats where I'll finally get to reveal my big announcement. Good Sir Nick is coaching his way out. Well, I don't blame him for throwing the challenge flag on that particular play to see if he was down or not, but I'm just surprised that it took him that long. I'm from Australia, says David Rose. Perth, Australia. Cool. Eric says I'm tuning in from Arkansas. Arkansas, that's really cool. Let's go. Where in Arkansas, if you don't mind me asking? Perth, Australia. I've never been to Australia. I'd like to go, though. That'd be cool. Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Whoever said it earlier was right. They can get away with it versus the Jags, but against a good team? That's correct. Yes. Tuning in from Kentucky. Allentown, Pennsylvania, says Don. Nice. Cranford, New Jersey. Of course, says David. Good stuff. Very, very nice. So Philadelphia challenged the first down ruling and the play was upheld. The ruling on the field stands and the Eagles are charged with a timeout. So it's 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 15-yard line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're in the red zone. Lawrence will get the snap. He's looking over to his right. He fires it. It goes past the sticks. It's caught right at the 3-yard line. Right at the 2, I should say. And it's caught from Evan Engram. They'll mark him down right at the 1. You got 2 yards after the catch. Evan Engram made a really good catch there. So now it's a 1st and goal right at the 1.5-yard line. They'll hand it off running up the middle, and I don't know if he got into the end zone or not. That was Bigsby. The ball came loose, but I think he was ruled down. And the Jaguars still able to get on top of the football. It'll be a 2nd and goal. It was Johnson who ran up the middle. Josh Sweat able to make the tackle and stop him. So it's a 2nd and goal. We have a player down on the field. It's Harrison for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's Anton Harrison, who's the right tackle for Jacksonville, 22 years old from Oklahoma. Was a first-round draft pick by Jacksonville last year in the 2023 draft. And 2nd and 1. And a timeout taken at the 5:53 marker. All right. 2nd and goal coming up after this timeout. We just got news from E.J. Smith that Ben Van Sumeren is out with a concussion. Okay. So there is the report on that. A.J. Brown is now listed as questionable to return, according to NBC Sports Philadelphia. So that's something else I'm trying to keep y'all updated with. Serena's here. What's up, Serena? How you doing? What is up? How are you doing? By the way, if you missed my Villanova call yesterday, and if you want to tune into future Villanova Wildcats hockey games that I've called, please make sure that you like and subscribe and go over to this channel right here. That's where it is. Mods, if you want to copy this channel, link right here, so that way I don't have to do it all the time, you're more than welcome to do that. It would definitely help me out. I would appreciate it, so that way I don't have to always post it all the time. But that is the link to where you can find all of the Villanova Wildcats streams. I would really appreciate it if on Friday when we call our next game, if we had a good turnout on here, think I'm going to be doing another game play-by-play. If not, I'll be doing color. But still, it'll be good, and it'll be a lot of fun. So don't forget to like and subscribe to Rival Sports Media, because that's who covers Villanova ice hockey. What is up? Now I'm between Akron and Cleveland, but found JJ, and he brings that broadcaster vibe to all my Philly sports that I love. This man is underrated. I like that, man. Keep me under the radar gun. It's good, because guess what? I'm gonna come. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. I like being an underdog. I like being underrated and having that chip on my shoulder. That's how I like it. That's what I like. That's what I like. All right, 2nd and goal. 22-0 Philadelphia. So was that just a TV timeout? What the heck? All right. They break the huddle. 2nd and goal coming up for the Jaguars. They're knocking on the door. Will the Eagles let them in? Lawrence breaks the huddle. He's under center. He runs up the middle, and he does get in, it looks like. And that should be good enough for a Jacksonville touchdown. It is. Trevor Lawrence gets 1 yard out of it on the tush push, and it's 22-6, and the shutout is over. The 2nd rushing touchdown of the season by Trevor Lawrence. And the clock stops with 5:26 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. Wow. Okay. All right. So they're going for the 2. 3 receivers lined up over towards the left side. Lawrence in the gun, gets the snap. He's looking, fires it. It's caught in the end zone. And that was to Thomas. Thomas wide open, able to make the catch. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's now 22-8. Eagles lead it by 14. Still no A.J. Brown, by the way, over on the sideline. Gardner Johnson was late on his man Thomas. And Brian Thomas Jr. able to catch the 2-point conversion. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 22 years old, out of LSU. All right. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. New sport for me, says Serena. Hockey's fun. I'm the new sub. I'm doing fine, thank you. And I would love to see what you are up to, JJ. Cool. Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hockey's fun, man. Serena, you missed it. The Eagles scored. JJ ripped the shirt off, and Mary had a little lamb. Yeah. Mary had a little lamb. Is that code for JJ had a Bloody Mary? 22-8, 5:26 left remaining in the 3rd quarter. You're such a troll, John. You really are. You're such a troll. I could tell, like, that the first time you were on here, you wanted to troll so badly, and then you were like, no, this guy's actually really freaking cool. Fred Johnson is heading onto the field with the rest of the offensive starters, according to E.J. Smith. Little's kick is high, and it's deep, and it goes towards the back of the end zone, and the Eagles will set up shop at their own 30-yard line. By the way, the Cardinals are up 24-9 as the 4th quarter has just begun. For them, you have the Lions outscoring Jordan Love and the Packers by 21 points at Lambeau Field. It's 24-3 in Green Bay. The Seahawks lead at 13-3 against the LA Rams as well. All right, so Hurts gets the snap, hands it off to Saquon Barkley, who runs up the middle and dives, and he loses the football, and it's recovered by Jacksonville. And number 44, Gotti takes it all the way to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's into the end zone for a Jacksonville touchdown. Yeah. Saquon Barkley fumbled the football. Trayvon Walker, the defensive end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, able to pick up the loose change and now make it interesting, 22-14, and the refs rule it as a touchdown with 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. Unbelievable. Let's see again. Was Barkley down by contact is the next question. He got tripped up, and the ball just came out. Ball just came out as he hit the ground, and it just popped out of his left hand. Oh, boy. It was recovered right there by the defensive end for Jacksonville. That is unbelievable. Recovered by Walker, who took it for 30 yards, and Jacksonville, just like that, back into this game. 22-14. And Walker able to take it back to the end zone. Just like that, and the Eagles fans are stunned. We've got ourselves a game now, that's for sure. Barkley fumbled it and just tripped on his own foot. The ball popped out of his hand. And Walker able to recover it right as the ball was fumbled and return it for a touchdown. Wow. Oh, boy. 2-point conversion coming up for the Jags. They're going to go for a 2 again. Wow. All right, here's Lawrence. He's looking. He fires it, and it's caught into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. 16 unanswered points. And the Eagles were up 22-0, and within a minute, it's been erased to 22-16 with 5:12 left to go. Now a player is down on the field for Jacksonville. That was to Evan Engram. That was who caught the 2-point conversion. And Hodges is the guy that was injured on the play for the Jaguars. That's Cooper Hodges, the backup left guard from Appalachian State. Wow. That's crazy. And now chasing those points matter, man. Points left on the field, say hello. Momentum just shifted. Crazy. He literally tripped up and lost his balance, and the ball popped up right out of his hand. Wow. We cannot be making these mistakes, boys. And now everybody's going to be talking about the points on the board. I get it. I understand. But now, see, like, now everybody wants to bring it up because it, you know, instead of it being 22-0, now it matters. Now it matters. Now it does matter. It's just interesting to me because it's like if they win, like, none of this stuff matters. But now, like, we take a look at those other things, and now those things add up, and now they do matter. It's just interesting to me. I'm not critiquing people, but I find that interesting because now it becomes a topic in sports if they end up losing. You know, the Yankees, if they don't have those 3 errors, or if they have those 3 errors and they still win the game, nobody talks about it. But now that they had those 3 errors and they ended up losing the game, now it matters. It's just interesting. Due to the Jaguars-Eagles running late, the Vikings game, CBS primetime will be delayed for select Eastern time and Central time zones. Okay, it wasn't the Vikings game, excuse me. It's just interesting. If we lose to Dallas because AJ is out, for the love of God, man. Now chasing those points matter. It's just interesting. It is. This would be an epic collapse, says Larry. We got away with it versus the Saints. Guess they didn't learn their lesson. I mean, 3 minutes ago I said we allowed 3 touchdowns. We deserve it. I'm not buying it. Let's go. All right. Okay, I know it's getting chirpy here. I get it. It's okay. One good drive and the touchdown and the fumble is a race, says JC. I like the optimism, and I'm with you. I am. It's interesting, though, because Barkley's foot, whoever number 51 is, who's number 51 for the Jags? I really should know these things. But number 51 literally did touch his ankle. It was a terrible... It's not like... 51 clearly hit Barkley's foot, and Barkley went down as a result and was down before fumbling. But and it wasn't... I don't know if it was the best call by the refs either. I don't know, but regardless, you can't do that, bro. You can't. Can't do that. All right, so Harrison, I think, is going to come out of the game. We're looking at this again. Miller is number 51. Yeah, he did. He touched his ankle right there. He did. That is a bad call. Yep. He did. He touched him right on the ankle. Right before Barkley tripped, but Barkley still has to hold on to that ball, man. That's on Saquon. That's what the focus should be. Sure, it's a bad call, but Saquon still has to hold on to that, man. All right, that's an all-time bad call, says Jack Fritz. It's just like, come on, dude. You still gotta hold on to it there. That's what I'm more so mad about. 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. And Little's going to kick it end over end, and the Eagles will have it at their own 30-yard line. So he should have been ruled down by contact. I get it. I understand. But even if the refs don't call that, Saquon has to hold on to that ball. I get it. I understand. Like, I get the frustration, but even still, like, that's what I'm bothered about. That's what I'm bothered about. To be fair, we talked about it at the time. He did. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But it's just interesting. Like, that's how sports goes. All right, Hurts hands it off to Saquon Barkley again. Barkley lunges up the middle, just gets a yard, though. And he's met by Ledbetter. Ledbetter again able to just stick his hands out there and be able to get another tackle. Sad, what is that now? It's third on the day. And 2nd and 9. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. We ain't losing. Calm down. 2nd and 9. Hurts in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking down the center. He fires it, and it's picked off. Picked off right at the 50, going towards the 40, to the 35, to the 30. It was picked off. Not a good throw at all whatsoever by Hurts, and it was by Cisco. Nobody was home. Nice diving catch by Cisco, and Hurts throws a pick, and the Jags are in perfect field position. Just like that. Now, was it a catch is the question. Not a good throw at all. Supposed to go to Devontae Smith, and Cisco, I wonder if they're going to roll it incomplete just because it hit the ground. The play is under review. Oh, yeah, it hit the ground. Hit the ground. So it's an incomplete pass. Hit the ground. Wow. 3rd and 9 coming up. That's an interception or not. The refs will say it is, says Chris Oley. And they didn't. That's funny, man. All right, let's see if Hurts can redeem himself. 3rd and 9 for Jalen Hurts at their own 31-yard line. The play was reversed on that rolling, by the way. All right, Hurts in the gun gets the snap. He climbs the pocket. He goes to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and runs out of bounds. Right past midfield, and Hurts all fired up. He takes it to the Jacksonville 48. It's a 21-yard gain for Jalen Hurts, and the drive is alive. Wow. Can't be making mistakes like this, even when the play calls go our way, man. Crazy. 1st and 10, 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Hurts now under center, backs up over towards midfield. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They got to snap it. Now they do with about a second to go. Hand it off to Barkley. Barkley to the 50, to the 45. He's marked down right at about the 44. He ran over towards the right side. Eric Armstead able to tackle him right on the knees. And Barkley gets a 4-yard gain out of it. All right, Hurts lines him up again. Barkley behind him. Barkley is over at the 50, now backs up to the 49. Hurts will get the snap. They hand it off to Saquon, who runs up the middle and gets tripped up past the sticks to the 35. They'll say that he's down at the 34, and Barkley able to move the sticks again. And that was a 10-yard run up the middle by Saquon. So far, Barkley has been able to rush for 93 yards. Hurts gives it up to Saquon again. Saquon being chased in the backfield, escapes a tackle, and he runs and gets 9 yards out of it. He avoided Von Miller, who was there to take him down, and then he just got past him, and Saquon able to get 9 yards and take it to the 25-yard line. He's now over on the sideline, and he wants to get a little bit of Gatorade. And again, the pressure was coming, the blitz was coming for him, and he was just able to get it off and be able to escape that pressure. 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. 2:15 left to go in quarter number 3. They fake the handoff to Gainwell. Hurts fires it, and it's incomplete to Devontae Smith, who was open right at the 20-yard line. It's 3rd and 1 at the Jacksonville 25. That's pretty crazy how he was able to avoid that tackle. That could have been a loss of probably at least 8. And he gets a 9-yard gain out of it. That's unbelievable. Will Shipley now in, running back, standing towards the right side of Hurts. Saquon Barkley back out there. He's over to the left side of Jalen. And they'll hand it off to Saquon, who lunges up the middle. He spins. He tries to show it past the sticks. And he finally gets taken down at the 30, but I think that he showed it over the marker. They're going to say it's for no gain. They said that he got back to the line, and it'll be a 4th and 1. 1:45 left to go. They'll say it's maybe 4th and inches. I think the Eagles are just going to have to go for it here. 22-16. They're at the Jacksonville 25. 1:30 left to go. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will fake the handoff. He rolls over towards his right side, and pressure's coming. Hurts has to try to escape. He backs up. He fires it, and it is incomplete. And just like that, Jacksonville will take over on downs at their own 25-yard line. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They could have had a 41-yard field goal there. Missed opportunities, man. Crazy. Nick Sirianni, says Jacob Marino. Yeah. I said that you're going to have to go for it, but I forgot that I wasn't doing the calculations correct. Lawrence hands it off, and Bigsby runs up the middle, gets 3 yards. Zach Bond there to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Again, Eagles are up 22-0, and now it's 22-16, man. Crazy. Nick is trying to give this game away. 2 missed 2-point conversions, a fumble lost, a turnover as well, almost a pick. And it's 2nd and 7 with 43 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The biggest problem for the Eagles today hasn't been being aggressive. It's a lack of execution/creativity, says Tim Kelly. All right, they'll pitch it back over to to Johnson, and Johnson gets 9 yards out of it, or 6 yards out of it, and it's 3rd and 1 at the Jacksonville 34. Sorry about that. I was taking my eyes off the board. 13 seconds left to go. Be interested to see if they run one more play before the end of the quarter. And they won't. All right, so it'll be a 3rd and 1 when we return for the fourth quarter at the Jacksonville 34-yard line. Wow. I'm shocked. The third quarter from hell, says K. Or says Key. Oh, gosh. Going for it is the correct call there, says Mike. Passing when you have Saquon Barkley is the issue. Yeah, oh, my gosh. That's annoying. Well, let's do trivia right now. Oh, it's never easy, dude. It's never easy. I don't know why. It's never easy, man. All right. Let's do a trivia question. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Let's do... Who coached the Eagles from 1986 to 1990 and led the team to a division title? Who coached the Eagles from 1986 to 1990 and led the team to a division title? By the way, A.J. Brown is now out, so that helps. A.J. Brown has been ruled out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. All right. I hope this is Nick Sirianni's last game in Philly, man. I really do. All right. Let's talk about this trivia question. Who coached the Eagles from 1986 to 1990 to lead the team to a division title? Andy Reid. That's incorrect. Charlie Manuel. That's incorrect as well. Rich Cott Rich Kotite, no. Buddy Ryan. Yes, sir. Buddy Ryan is correct. The team went 43-38-1 under him, the franchise. So, there you have it. Okay, 3rd and 1 at the Jacksonville 34-yard line. Eagles lead at 22-16. It was 22-0 after the first half. And then, all of a sudden, just some bad plays and some missed opportunities for the Eagles. They've left points on the board and are just hoping to get out of here and escape with a win. A.J. Brown is also out now. All right. End of the third quarter, fourth quarter, here it is. 3rd and 1. Can the Eagles defense get a stop? Lawrence under center. Jones in motion. Fake the handoff. Lawrence gets the snap, throws it, and it is complete to Jones. And he gets past the sticks. It's a 10-yard gain, and that'll mark him down at the Jacksonville 44-yard line. Caught it right on the hash, and Cooper DeJean covered him. That was a really nice catch by Jones. Can't lie there. Nice play by him. That's Tim Jones. Again, the 26-year-old from Southern Mississippi. Handed off to Big B this time, and Big B gets past the line of scrimmage and gets 1 yard out of it, maybe 2. And Josh Sweat able to take him down. 2nd and 8. Just keep them out of the end zone, man. We're about a minute into this fourth quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up at the Jacksonville 46-yard line, and A.J. Brown is out for the rest of the ball game. Lawrence under center. Jones again in motion. They fake the handoff. Lawrence will throw it, a little short toss, and avoiding a tackle in the backfield is the tight end, who takes it to the 50 and gets marked down right at the Philadelphia 49, so it's a 3rd and 3. That was Farrell who caught it. Zach Bond did make the stop on that tackle, but again, Eagles defensive edge just not able to take him down in the backfield. 3rd and 3. All right. 13:10 left to go. Can the Eagles get a stop? Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 49. Lawrence in the gun. He fires it, and it is incomplete. It was supposed to go to Washington over towards the left side, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson able to provide a lot of coverage on Washington. And that was a really good play. I'm actually, even though Gardner-Johnson did touch the jersey there, I'm kind of surprised that the refs didn't call a PI on it. But regardless, the Eagles are going to have their punt returner go out there, and Jacksonville will punt it. Cook on the punt. It's high, and it is going to be caught right at the 9, and that's where the Eagles will start things up when they return on offense. So the defense does a good job and gets the stop that they need. Can the offense put up a long drive and get an extra touchdown to give them some breathing room? That's the question. Okay. JJ, tell me we're going to be all right, man. They owe us that. The refs called a non-fumble a fumble. Man. Crazy. Marshawn, it seems like everybody's freaking out. I understand. Again, if you have not followed Rival Sports Media, that is where I call my Villanova ice hockey games. That's what I did yesterday, and that's what I did on Friday. I would appreciate it if you guys go supported the channel. Please hit the like. Please go subscribe to their channel. That's where they live stream all their Villanova games. It would just mean a lot to me. They just gained 2 subscribers, so I see 2 people from our channel have subscribed. I need to see more, man. I want us, when we call our next Villanova game on Friday, man, I want us to have like 100 people on there. Or sorry, not 100 people, sorry. 50 people on there. 50 people from just our side of things. Come on, man. 50 people. I think we can do it. I really do. So go subscribe to that channel. I just posted the link in the live chat right now. I'll post it again. Mods, if you can copy and paste that and have that under your belt, post it somewhere in your notes or something like that, I would appreciate it very, very much. So that way I don't have to keep doing it. So there is the link. Lou says he's subscribed. That's great. Good. Nice. I like to hear that. How you're not freaking out is insane mental fortitude, says Marshawn. I mean, hey, I got a game to cover, man. I know. And we still have the lead. So, I'm also just trying to keep my cool. I'm not feeling 100% myself. The link is eerily quiet after a party atmosphere before halftime, says 97.5 The Fanatic, and that doesn't really surprise me. Oh, 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they take over with 12 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. We need a long drive here. Third time starting inside their own 11-yard line. All right. 6:45 p.m. Eastern time. Smith in motion. They'll hand it off to Saquon Barkley. Runs up the middle. Takes it all the way to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. And that's where he's marked down. It's a 21-yard gain for Saquon Barkley. Cisco there to make the ankle tackle right on the number. That Philadelphia 30-yard line. So Barkley with a total of 163 scrimmage yards. And all you got to do is feed the beast. 21 carries, 123 rushing yards. He's also rushed for a touchdown and has caught a touchdown as well. 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 30. They hand it off to Barkley again, and this time Barkley gets past the line of scrimmage and lands right on the 31 hash mark. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. And Barkley is not going to be used on this snap, I don't think. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll give him about an extra yard. Von Miller, guy who's been in the league for a long time and is already a Hall of Famer, is the one that made the tackle. He has 6 completed tackles today. It's Kenneth Gainwell out there along with Jalen Hurts, 2nd and 8. And they'll hand it off to Gainwell, who runs up the middle and gets just a couple of yards. And Josh Hines-Allen able to make the stop right at the Philadelphia 34. Like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That's all we ask you to do. Mods, thank you for doing such a good job for taking care of all the spammers, man. All right, 3rd and 6. Oh, Dotson, of course, is out there now. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He throws it, fires it to Devontae Smith, who catches it right past the sticks at the Philadelphia 41-yard line. Devontae Smith able to make a 7-yard catch. Campbell takes him down, and the Eagles get another first down today. Good job by the Birds. They're now 8 for 14 on 3rd down in this game. We got a $10 super chat just sending you some love from Wichita, Kansas. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for the $10 super chat, John. Appreciate you. Hurts rolls out over towards the left side. Play action pass. He fires it downfield. Devontae Smith with the catch at the 25. Takes it to the 20. And he goes inside the 20. Inside the 15 and marked out right at the 13. Hurts was looking deep, and Devontae Smith with a 46-yard reception. Ronald Darby there to tackle him inside the 15-yard line. What a play by Jalen Hurts. And Smith able to get involved in the action as Hurts gets high fives from his offensive line. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 13. And Hurts again will climb the pocket. This time he tries to get a block from Johnson. He does, and then he just dives and is going to be about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd and 12 at the Jacksonville 15-yard line. Wow, what a play. Hurts to Devontae. What a pass, man. I just wanted them to chew the clock. All right. 2nd and 12 coming up. 69 rushing yards, too, for Jalen Hurts, by the way, even though he lost 2 yards there. 2nd and 12. Ball spotted at the Jacksonville 15. Hurts will get the high snap. He has time. He looks over towards his right side. He throws it back behind the end zone. It's caught by a fan who says touchdown, but a flag is thrown. The fan literally in the first row made the catch, and he just put his hands up in the air. I was like, yep, I got it, and he spiked the football. But we do have a holding called on Fred Johnson And that's going to send them back to the Jacksonville 25-yard line. 2nd and 22 coming up. That's a 10-yard penalty. 6 penalties today for the Eagles, and that has enforced 44 yards. 8:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. And that big bomb to Devontae Smith. 2nd and 22 for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense. Hurts looks over towards his right as he gets the snap. It's caught just before the line of scrimmage, though, and a loss of 1 as Smith got the catch, but Walker able to stuff him. And they say that he got back to the line of scrimmage. He showed the ball right at the line, so it's 3rd and 22. Clock still continues to tick. All right. Obviously, you're just going to have to go for the field goal no matter what happens. Empty backfield they decide to go with, and here we go. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles in the shotgun. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it towards the end zone. Devontae Smith, he caught it, but was he inbounds? They rule him in. Devontae Smith with a beautiful catch in the back of the end zone. He hauled it in with one hand, and the Eagles go up by 12. The 4th receiving touchdown on the season for Devontae Smith. I didn't know if he got both feet in bounds, but what a ridiculous catch that was. Over the shoulder, Smith one-handed catch. With the right hand, he got the knee down. I think he's in. It's 20, and the Eagles able to get a touchdown. They're going to review this, though, to see if he's officially in. Is he in bounds is the question. Oh, man, they're looking at this from so many different angles. That was a ridiculous catch. It really was. And he got it. All right, 28-16. Eagles just going for the 2 again. Come on. Just get the point. What are we doing? 7:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles are going to go for 2 once again. They're 0 for 2 today on 2-point conversions. That was ridiculous, that catch. All right, Hurts is going to hand it off, or fake the handoff to Saquon Barkley, that is. Hurts now running around like a lost puppy. He throws it, and it's incomplete. And a flag thrown, though, a very late flag thrown on the play. Devontae Smith was the intended receiver. He tried to dive forward and make a catch over towards the right side of the end zone, the near side, if you will, but a flag was thrown. And they're going to say that the penalty was declined, and the Eagles not able to convert on another 2-point conversion. They're 0 for 3 in that category today. But how about that ridiculous catch by Devontae Smith? I can't believe he caught that. 28-16, and the Eagles get a little bit of insurance as well. All right, hold up. 1 second. I forgot that I muted this. Wow.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly,
28-16.
touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and
That's
watch
crazy.
our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Again, I'm not really feeling my best, so I'm trying to save my energy, man. Going for 2 up 12 makes sense, but they wouldn't have to if they kicked the last 2 times. Correct. Yes. And obviously you're 0 for 2 today on 2-point conversion, so why would you do that, man? And Luke's and they're talking about fans booing because they're going up by 2. And honestly, man, I don't want to cross a line here. I don't, but even like when that's happening, you have a right to feel upset about that. But after Devontae makes the catch of his life, that's not such good timing, bro. That's not such good timing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that it's not directed to Devontae, but, I mean, that was a ridiculous catch. And I just think, like, I thought that the timing of that was a little bit bad. I'm not booing there. But I get it. I understand why. I do. But that was ridiculous, dude. How he caught that and kept both feet in is unbelievable. 9 points left on the board, though. I get what the frustration is. Imagine being up 37-16. I would be sleeping right now, says Marshawn. Yeah, the Eagles fight song is great. By the way, different sport, but Paul George is now listed as questionable for tomorrow. So we have an update on Paul George that he's not listed as out, but he's finally questionable. Meanwhile, the big fella is going to remain sidelined. That was by Keith Pompey, by the way. All right, fourth quarter, 28-16. How about that catch by Devontae Smith? I mean, just to be able to throw it to him for 25 yards, Smith got a little bit of separation from Darby and just made a one-handed catch in the back of the end zone and was able to keep both feet in bounds. That's unbelievable. All right. 7:43 left to go. Eagles do lead it by 2 possessions. 28-16 is the score with 7:43 left to go. Lawrence under center. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Tight end in motion now from right to left. Lawrence fakes the handoff. He's looking up the middle. He finds a receiver, and it's a wide open catch. And still on his feet right over towards the 45 to the 40, inside the 35, and he'll take it all the way to the 33. That was Washington. So Washington was the receiver that caught the football right at the 50 and then was just able to escape from Isaiah Rodgers. I think that was Rodgers. Rodgers just could not make the tackle there. That's, it was Isaiah Rodgers that was on him. We were praising him for making a nice play before in last week's game after he came in for Darius Slay. But Rodgers gave up a big play there, and with 7:02 left to go, that's big. Let's see. Oh, his knee was down, though. Washington's knee was down as Cooper DeJean was there to make the tackle. So they're going to rule him down at the 47. They didn't initially rule him down there, but now instead of going to the inside the 30, they're at the Jacksonville 48-yard line. So that certainly does help the Eagles a little bit. Every single one of these refs should be unemployed by 9 a.m. tomorrow, says Luke Arcani. They'll run it up the middle this time. And it is not with Etienne. It's with Bigsby. And Bigsby gets 11 yards, gets past the sticks, and he's marked down at the Philadelphia 41-yard line. All right, 1st and 10. They'll line up in the pistol. Lawrence calls for it as he'll get the snap. He's looking, pressure's coming, and he throws it just in time. Caught at the 40, and right at the 30, it is Evan Engram. So he was able to make the catch, get 2 yards after the catch, and clock still ticking. 6:40 left to go, 2nd and 7 at the Philadelphia 38. 3 plays, 32 yards on this drive in just less than a minute. Lawrence gets the high snap. He's looking. He flings it, and it's caught right at the 37 by Evan Engram, and this time he gets 1 yard as Reed Blankenship and Josh Sweat were there to the rescue to take him down. 3rd and 6 coming up. A sack here would be absolutely huge. Eagles fans on their feet telling the crowd to get into it. Lawrence today, 13 for 23 in the passing game, just 106 passing yards. He backs up as he gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and down he goes. What a play in the backfield. And it'll be 4th and long coming up. A loss of 7 yards as Josh Sweat breaks through once again. 4th and 13, and that sends Jacksonville back to the 44 in Philadelphia territory. Oh, that was big. Josh Sweat, what a sack that was. Lawrence had nowhere to go, and a swarm full of Eagles were there to take him down. Can the Eagles get the stop that they need here? 3 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence in the gun gets the snap, backs up, fires it downfield. It's caught wide open. And being taken down is Thomas Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., able to catch it right at the 28. It's a 16-yard pass, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 28-yard line after a nice sack by Josh Sweat. Jacksonville keeps the drive alive. 4:45 left to go. Lawrence gets the high snap. He throws it. It's caught at the 12, taken inside the 10, inside the 5 now, and marked down at the 4. And that's Evan Engram for 24 yards. Engram today has been certainly getting more involved. He leads the Jaguars with 44 receiving yards on 9 targets. And 1st and goal coming up with 4 minutes left to go. Eagles down to 2 timeouts. Jacksonville still has all 3 timeouts remaining. It is 7:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Lawrence in the gun gets the snap, throws it, and it's incomplete. Supposed to go to Thomas, and Thomas was over towards that far sideline. Good coverage, though, by Quinyon Mitchell. Oh, boy. 2nd and goal coming up. Clock stops at 4:09. That catch was amazing, dude. It was unbelievable. All right. A flock of Eagles. What are they called? 4:09 left to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal coming up. 66 yards on this drive for Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. 1 second left on the play clock. They get the snap off just in time. Lawrence gets the snap. He's going to run up the middle. Wide open space, and he's into the end zone. Nobody was there to cover him. They covered everybody else except for Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags get a touchdown. And it's 28-22. They're still in the game. That's a 4-yard scramble for Trevor Lawrence. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown today. Man, wide open gap. 28-22. Extra point is going to be coming up. Here it is. Ball spotted. Kick is up. And it is definitely good. So it's a 5-point lead for the Eagles with 4:04 left to go in the 4th quarter. It still is a game. And let's see if the Eagles can do it again. Just run that clock out, man. Just chew the clock. If they chew the clock and get past the sticks a couple of times, this game should be over. All right. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And turn on the bell icons. We could have put this game away quite a few times. Think we are looking ahead to Dallas a bit, maybe. I think that we're just leaving points on the board. That's what I think is going on. We should be up. We should probably have, I think we've left 9 points on the board today. 9. It's just silly decisions, man. And, like, we could have actually, and we still can lose this game, but imagine if Hurts threw a pick. Crazy. All right, 4:04 left to go in the 4th quarter. Comes Little with the kick. It's pretty high. It's pretty deep. It'll be caught into the end zone by DeJean, taking it all the way to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Still on his feet and over towards the 32. That was actually Kenny Gainwell. It's a 32-yard return, and that's where it'll be marked down right at the 32-yard line. It's actually a 34-yard return. So, 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 32. Hurts today, by the way, 69 rushing yards on 10 carries. Rushed for a touchdown. Also threw 2 touchdowns, 18 for 24 in the passing game with 230 passing yards. Devontae Smith leads all receivers in 87 receiving yards. A.J. Brown not in, by the way. They'll hand it off to Barkley. Saquon runs up the middle, gets past the left guard, takes it to the 35, and he'll get another 5 yards after it, and it'll be 2nd and 2 coming up. Saquon Barkley able to take it to Darnell Savage for 8 yards, 2nd and 2 at the Philadelphia 40-yard line. 26 total touches for Saquon Barkley and 40 receiving yards for him as well. He has a total of 173 scrimmage yards in this ball game. 2nd and 2. 3:20 left to go. Hurts under center this time. Barkley in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Saquon. Saquon gets some space. Takes it past midfield and takes it to the 45-yard line in Jacksonville territory. 15 yards for Saquon. And again, he didn't even have much of a hole to operate with, and Saquon just able to utilize all of his strength. And then when he did get a little hole past the line, he was able to get an extra 10 yards out of it. All right, so 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Again, the ball is at the Jacksonville 45. They got past midfield. 2:33 left to go. Jacksonville still has all 3 timeouts. Just continue to feed the beast, and they do so as he'll bulldoze up the middle, and he gets met up and just gets about a couple of yards as he is swarmed and clobbered and corralled right at the Jacksonville 43. All right, timeout called by Jacksonville with exactly 2:23 left to go. 2nd and 8 coming up after the timeout, and we still have the 2-minute warning too. Man, we just need a couple of first downs, boys. Come on. Just a couple of first downs, maybe just one. We got a first down here to put the game away. Just run that clock, baby. We must get at least a field goal. I just want us to get past those sticks, man. If we get 7, yes. A 54-yarder, fine, but come on, man. All right. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell is running back, and as he gets the snap, a flag is thrown. And that's going to be a false start called on Lane Johnson. Oh, boy. So that sends them back another 5 yards at the Jacksonville 48, and 2nd and 13 coming up. Come on. Come on, Lane. What are we doing? 2nd and 13. Hurts lines him up. 13 seconds left on the play clock. Stoll in motion. And Hurts gets the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley takes it past the 40, hurdles over a defender, and goes to the Jacksonville 39. He's still short of the first down, but a 9-yard run by Saquon. 3rd and 4 coming up. Timeout called by Jacksonville. They burn their 2nd. And, well, it's 3rd and 4. And we just, by the way, got news that Shams Charania just said that Paul George is going to suit up tomorrow for the Sixers. Oh, that's big. That's big, man. Oh, that makes me happy. Paul George is going to suit up and play tomorrow when the Sixers go to Phoenix. That's big news. But back to this game, which obviously matters now. 3rd and 4. Clock stopped with 2:19 left to go. Jacksonville still has 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. Hurts lines him up. He's under center. Hands it off to Barkley, who gets tripped up and gets Ends up losing a yard. It'll be 4th and 4. 2:15 left to go, and Jacksonville burns their final timeout. So Barkley gets no gain. Hamilton able to take him down and break on through. Eagles still have 2 timeouts left remaining. All right. 4th and 4, and Elliott is going to go out there, and he's going to kick a field goal here. This season, from 50 or more yards, he's 0 for 2, but 26 for 39 in his career. Have to rely on the legs of Jake. This is for 57 yards, I believe. Yep, it is. It's a 57-yarder. Ball spotted. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. No good. Hit the right side of the crossbar and did not go through. So the Eagles are going to have to play defense on Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Elliott not able to put it up and through. Just hit off the bar. All right. So that means the Jags are going to take over at their own 47-yard line, and Trevor Lawrence is going to go out there again. No timeouts for Jacksonville. 2:11 left to go. They still have the 2-minute warning, though. All right. I agree with you, Lou. I agree with that. Lawrence gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and he throws it, and it is bobbled and almost picked off, man. It was supposed to go to Washington. He was open past the first down marker, and then Rodgers did a good job covering him right behind. And Washington not able to make the catch, but Rodgers could not get the pick there. It was deflected and battered around. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 10. 2:05 left to go. That took about 10 seconds off the clock. Again, good pressure, too, up front by the Eagles' defense. They have 5 guys lined up on the defensive front, 3 linebackers out there as well. Lawrence will get the snap. He's trying to break through. Lawrence fires it up the middle, and it's incomplete to Evan Ingram, who was open at midfield. I think it got tipped, though. And 3rd and 10 coming up as we've reached the 2-minute warning. All right, 3rd and 10. 2-minute warning. It's never easy, man. It's never easy. It's just never easy, dude. Why? I don't know why. Cover the sidelines and provide the pressure. That's all you got to do, man. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. We have 201 people on here watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just got the news that Paul George is going to be back tomorrow night for the Philadelphia 76ers, and we'll be on the call. They take on the Phoenix Suns. That game is going to be at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on there calling the basketball game. But first, we got to finish up this game. There's a lot to say about this game. We need 9 more likes, too, by the way, to get to 100. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. We need to get a stop here. We decided to make this game hard today, says Lou. Yeah. Yep. First time, it's okay, but I mean, you can't beat a dead horse, man. You can't beat a dead horse. And to put Elliott, while that's the right decision to go for the field goal in that spot, you know, he hasn't had to do it all game long. And now it's like, well, now we're relying on you. That's a Doc Rivers-esque, Rob Thompson type of move where you panic and you put him in a situation where you are basically putting him in a position to fail. You can't do that. Come on, man. Sorry, that just annoyed me. That's literally what that was. That was Rob Thompson, Doc Rivers-esque. Just say, here you go. Now we need you. Call me out if you think I'm wrong about that. That's like putting in Jose Alvarado, Carlos Estevez in with the bases loaded in a game 4 of the NLDS. It's the same freaking thing. 28-23, Eagles lead it by 5 with exactly 2 minutes left to go. They got to get a stop Jacksonville on the drive. Here we go. Buckle up, everybody. All right, they set up in the shotgun. Lawrence will get the snap. He's looking over towards his right side, and it was almost picked off by CJGJ. He just missed it. But a flag is thrown. Regardless, it was a flag is thrown out there on the field, and the refs are going to gather together. Oh, boy. Let's see what this call is going to be. It's a holding on the pass interference on Avonte Maddox. Oh, boy. And the drive still continues. 1st and 10. Defensive pass interference. Ball is at the Philadelphia 35. And the Eagles have another penalty. All right. Lawrence in the gun gets the snap. He's looking downfield. He fires it, and nobody's home. Incomplete. I guess that the intended receiver was Washington, but Lawrence was looking deep, and nobody was home towards that far sideline. Washington was covered by Rodgers. Good job by Isaiah Rodgers to play good defense there. Man, oh, man. How do you play Avonte Maddox over Sidney Brown in that type of situation? 1:49 left to go. 2nd and 10 at the Philadelphia 35. Jags have the football. And Lawrence will get the snap. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught inside the 20. Taking it inside the 15 is Trammell. And just like that, the Jags are knocking on the door. He ran out of bounds. Clock stops at 1:42. Lawrence able to operate and just find Trammell wide open towards that near side. And then he ran a little slant and took it out of bounds right at about the Philadelphia 13-yard line. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. 1st and 10. Lawrence in the gun gets the snap, backs up, he fires it, and it's picked off! Oh, man, the Eagles able to have Nakobe Dean pick it off in the end zone, and the Eagles will take on over and escape with a victory. Nakobe Dean able to pick it off as Nick Sirianni hugs Devontae Smith. And that should just about wrap things up with 97 seconds to go. And Lawrence throws a big pick. Nakobe Dean catches it in the end zone. And the Eagles will have it at their own 20-yard line. What a play. Oh, man. The real Trevor finally showed up, says in user. Oh, man. 28-23, Eagles have the ball with 97 seconds to go. Wow. Nakobe Dean, man. Shout out to Nakobe Dean for picking that off. And the Eagles are just going to take a couple of knees, and that's going to do it. What? That's like one of the most bizarre games you're probably going to see from the Eagles. But that was such an Eagles-esque type of a game. Just based off of their history, man. Wow. All right, so Hurts takes one knee, 2nd and 11. Let's just wait till this is officially over. A linebacker play. With Philly sports, it's never easy, says watching your back. 2nd down, they take a knee again. And one more, and that's going to do it. 48 seconds left to go. One possession separating the play clock from the game clock. I need a stiff drink after that, says Bone Canoe. Get Doug on the mic and give him hell, says Hardcore for All. Unbelievable. All right, and there's the final knee, and that is going to wrap things up. And the Eagles able to escape with the victory. They've now won 4 in a row, and they now advance and will be 6-2, while the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be 2-7. Eagles win by a final score of 28-23. Wow, what a game. In case you just tuned in at the very last second, Eagles had a 22-0 advantage going into the third quarter. And then all of a sudden, the Eagles had a couple of turnovers and got Jacksonville back involved in the game. Jalen Hurts actually almost threw a pick, too, by the way, which would have gave Jacksonville, that would have tied it for them. But the other big story was that the Eagles, despite leaving all those points on the board, they literally were able to escape with a win thanks to Trevor Lawrence throwing a pick at the very, very end to Nakobe Dean. That is unbelievable. They literally had 446 total yards in this game compared to Jacksonville's 215. Eagles had 21 first downs compared to Jacksonville's 14. And yet they almost lost that game. I mean, that's insane. Drinks are on JJ. There we go. That one works, says Jane. Thanks so much, Jane. And by the way, Jane, where is it? I wanted to get up my happy birthday song for you. Where is it? Where is it, man? Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah. Is this the one I wanted to play? I think it is. No, it's not it. That's not it. Okay, I lost it. I don't know why I lost it. Or is it this one?
Infobells!
No. There it is. Yup. Happy birthday, Jane. Happy birthday, Jane.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great rest of your day, Jane. Oh, boy.
Happy birthday.
All right. Outscored 23-6 in the second half.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes. Sorry, JJ. Not really hyped up. Neither am I, man.
From old friends and new.
There we go. I just wanted to play you a happy birthday. I probably next time should check to see if it's the right one, but that's okay. My birthday tomorrow, but JJ's not on. I'll be on tomorrow. I just said that we're gonna be doing the Phoenix Suns game. So, yeah. So Phoenix Suns and the Sixers. Paul George is gonna play. Happy birthday, Jane, once again. We're going to pay if we play sloppy against Dallas as Rumham. Yeah, okay, so my takeaways, right? Yeah, y'all want to know my takeaways from today's game. That second half was so sloppy. It was really bad. We left points on the board. I get it. I understand. I'm just more so happy that we won. Like, as weird as that sounds, I know that we can be nitpicky and that we can be frustrated with how things went in that second half. I'm relieved that we won that game. Because if we lose that game, I'm going off on this team. I mean, like, they found a way to win. They did. Despite leaving all those points on the board, despite Hurts almost throwing a pick. Hurts also had a phenomenal touchdown pass to Devontae Smith. And let's not forget about the bomb that he threw to Devontae earlier on that drive. They needed everything from that. So it's just like, yeah, extremely bad in certain ways, extremely phenomenal in other ways. And it's just like, I don't know how they pulled it off. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And I'm just more so relieved that we got the win. It feels better getting another win and going on a 4-game winning streak. However, silver lining is, and yeah, well, of course, the throw to Saquon too, but I'm talking about specifically the second half. Yes, and how they played in the how he played in the first half. He played really strong. I'm torn because with the way that you can look at it, there's a silver lining. There's a lot of ways that you can look at this. You can be mad, you can be frustrated, you can be happy, you can feel relieved. There's so many different emotions, and welcome to Philadelphia. That's how it goes. But in this particular game, I leave feeling relieved that we got the win. I am more so, though, as we do look ahead, and I'm sure that we are going to be looking ahead as the weeks come. But you do play Dallas next week, and these types of things, you can't leave points on the board. You have to try to be smart about what you do on these fourth downs. I just can't stand the fact that Jake Elliott was put into that tough position where he doesn't have to go for an extra point all day, and now you expect him to make a 57-yard field goal, and he hasn't done it all day. Like, come on, you're putting him in a position to fail. That's what it is. Like, that's what really bugged me and ticked me off the most. But I'll take a win any week. If we would have lost this game, by all means, we're ripping everybody. Eagles just smelling themselves. Hopefully they wake up for Dallas and wash. Yeah, they have a lot to clean up from this game with how things ended. So, all right. Saquon Barkley played phenomenal. Saquon Barkley did what he had to do at the very end, and I think he won them this game. He took over. Nakobe Dean obviously made the big play as he got the interception, but Saquon Barkley was... You needed Saquon to get all those yards in order for you to actually get this win. So, yeah. Unbelievable. Nick is like me playing Madden. Go for every fourth down and every 2-point conversion, says Larry. That's a very good analogy. A very, very good analogy. Doesn't help that Nick left him out to dry. Could have gave him 2. There's no silver lining, says Mr. Man Created God, after chat's flying by. After the last 20 games, there's no silver lining. Well, maybe not silver lining, but I will tell you that Jalen Hurts balled out today. I thought Jalen had a really, really good game. I thought Jalen played really, really well, and I thought Saquon Barkley did good. And what we're not even talking about is that A.J. Brown left the game, and yet they still won in spite of that. I actually thought that they were going to lose because they were leaking oil and there was no A.J. Brown and still no Dallas Goedert. So they relied on Devontae, and Devontae is a great weapon to have, but Jalen Hurts played really, really well too. So somebody, I think it was Dan Silio, shout out to him. He said that less is more for Jalen Hurts, and I think that that's a really good analogy because if you look at his numbers in the passing game, they have gone down over the weeks. Now this week I think it went up a little tick, but, you know, I think Jalen played really well today, and they needed that, so. All right, it was ugly. I could annihilate the NFC just running the beast, says Mr. Man Created God. Ugly win is still a win, man. It is. It is. The Dotson catch was nuts, too. Forgot about that, but yes, you're right about that. No turnovers again by Jalen. Almost won, but almost doesn't count. He has 3 games in a row without a turnover. So, yeah, you're right about that. Dotson catch was good. I forgot he played for us as Runham. All right. I love you guys. That's going to wrap things up here. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Paul George will be back playing for the Philadelphia 76ers as they take on the Phoenix Suns. Know that some of y'all aren't basketball fans, but for those of you who are, and for those of you that want to stay up late to watch it, the game starts at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope to see you all there. If not, all right, then we'll be back Wednesday, and then we got Villanova Wildcats hockey on Friday, and then Sunday I will be back here doing the next Birds game as they take on the Dallas Cowboys. All right. Love you all. I will catch you all on the next one. Before I go, though, and then I'll stop stalling for time. This, in case you did not know, is where you can follow me on Rival Sports Media. That's where we call our Villanova Wildcats games. They play at Hatfield Ice Arena. And I hope that y'all can make it on Friday. You know, I'm going to be calling another game. I want us to continue to have more subscribers on Rival Sports Media. We got to grow their channel too, man. Maybe I'll pop in after Sunday Night Football. You mean Monday Night Football? Bone Canoe? I think that's what you mean. Be there or be octagonal. All right. Love you all. Bye-bye.